y'all see my cup. Say morning, sunshine. Let's see. Good morning, sunshine. Good morning, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let's talk this morning, my good people. Happy Monday. Come on in. Oh, girl, these curls is doing their own thing. They're going to really be doing their own thing later. Good morning, sunshine. Good morning, sunshine. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's have coffee and conversations this morning. Coffee and conversations this morning with your girl Sunshine. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, y'all. Dating over 50. You could be almost 50. The dating game done changed. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome in. We about to chat it up for a minute, for a bit. Your girl has got a free off day. Actually, I got a free off week, possibly. But we'll see. We shall see. Good morning. Make sure I can see my chats. Let's get this together. Hold on now. All messages. Show every message. Okay. All right, let's do that. Good morning. Welcome in, welcome in. Hi, Bruno. How are you? Good morning, welcome in. We are about to chat about dating after the age of 50. That's what we're about to talk about this morning. Trying to get my situation. I'm good. How are you? How are you? Good morning. It is coffee and conversations with your girl Sunshine. Good morning, good morning. Thank you. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it. Let a few more people come on in so we can talk about it. We're going to talk about it. Let's talk about it. Talk about dating. It's morning here. Where are you at, Bruno? Is it morning or evening? It's morning here. It's actually almost 10 a.m. It's almost 10 a.m. Yep, it's almost 10 a.m. Oh, India. Much love from India. I'm from the United States. Yes, much love from India. I am from the U.S. Good morning, Crystal. We about to talk about it. Coffee and conversations with your girl, Sunshine. Yes, we about to talk about it, girl. Trying to let some more people come on in. Come on in. I'm good. How are you, Crystal? I am good. Nice to meet you too, Bruno. Yes. Is it Duran? Hi, Duran. Welcome in. Welcome in. We about to have some coffee and conversations. Good morning, Vinky. Welcome in. You guys, come on in. Come on in. Grab a seat. Get your coffee, your tea, your energy drink, whatever you need to get your morning started on this nice Monday. And the sun is out. Your girl is feeling real good this morning. And I didn't have to go to work. Hi, Miguel. Hey, Bree Bree. Good morning, beautiful. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Vinky. Thank you. Appreciate you. Yes, I am single, Duran. I am single. I am single. And we about to talk about it. We about to talk about dating after the age of 50. You know, dating is not what it used to be. The game has changed. I'm from the United States. Where are you from, Vinky? Welcome in, everyone. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for double tapping the screen. I appreciate it. Crystal, we about to talk about dating. We about to talk about dating. Dating after 50. It could be, it could be not 50. You know, it could be you just been single for a long time, but for a particular age, I'm 50. So, and I just say dating after 50 because I'm 51, but it could be, you could be in your 30s, 40s. We know the game has changed as far as dating. Hi, Ricardo. Welcome in. Thank you for coming in. Hi, Reza. Thank you for coming in. Thank you guys for double tapping the screen. I truly appreciate each and every one of you for coming in here and chilling with your girl. We're going to talk about dating and what that looks like. What are we dating for? Are we dating for companionship? Are we dating for peace? Like, we're going to hit a couple topic points this morning. So, yeah, let's get into it. Yes. All right, Miguel, have a good day. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate you. Nice big lady. Okay, I don't think I'm big. I'm really pretty small, actually. But okay. All right. Yep, so I don't know about you guys, but I am single. I am divorced. Um, I am 51 years old. 51. 51. Yes, I am 51. And, dating now is different. Like when I first started dating, guys courted you. They met, your family. They spent time with you. You hung out. All the things. Guys, guys and girls. We, you know, gifts and just all the things. Like dating was fun, I would say, back in the day. Now, not so much. Not so much, you know. Um, but we have to look at what are we dating for? Are we dating for peace? Are we dating for just for companionship? Um, what is one thing I would want to ask everyone if you are single? What is one thing that you would not tolerate anymore? Let's talk about it. Myself, um, it's a lot of things I wouldn't tolerate. Um, it's a lot of things. Like, I'm not tolerating disrespect. That's just absolutely, and I don't think I've ever tolerated that, the disrespect. But like the games, the Bruno said, "Can we date?" Bruno, you are way in India. I don't know how that would even work. Disrespect, yes. Like we are not. When you get to a particular age, like I see a lot of young girls now. Yes, Crystal, disloyalty. That is not acceptable. You're not communicating with me. That's not acceptable. We have to be able to communicate without the disrespect. So, um, and just reciprocation. I'm not tolerate if you can't be reciprocal in a relationship. What we doing? Because it should be give and take. Um, I know a lot of people say it should be 50-50. Mm, that can work. However, we also know that it's usually 80-20. That's what a lot of people be giving, like they little 20%. I'm not giving you 80 and you only giving me 20. That's not happening. I like 50-50 because I feel like what I give you, you should be able to give me. And don't ask me to do for you what you're not willing to do for me. And that's in any aspect of the relationship. So, um, yeah, we gotta we have to go into a relationship one knowing what we want. Um, you can't be on the fence. Like you have to become consistent with and upfront about it. Like some people are really just looking for a wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Let's join the gym. You can be my gym partner. Oh, okay, Bruno. I work out every. Hi, Levi. Good morning. Welcome in. We're just talking about dating. Dating after. Actually, we could take the age out. I'm just 51. I like the number. I'm not ashamed of my age. I'm very proud to be here still at 51. So look, that's why I put the age up there. But you could be 35 and single for whatever reason. You could be almost 40 and single for whatever reason. But I think we have to be intentional when we are dating and up in our older ages, because a lot of people play games, and like I said, some people just looking for a booty call. You know, that's all they want. And me myself, I've never been a quiet girl about what I want. So if I'm just looking for a hookup, if you don't like the truth, don't ask me, because I'm going to tell you. Like, baby, it ain't nothing happening but that. So, and I think as you get older, um, being more open about it and honest. No, I'm not 30 at all. Thank you. No, I'm 51. I am 5'1". I wish I could put that number up there above my head. I'm 51, and I'm proud of it. But you have to, yes, Chris, you have to make it known in the beginning what you're looking for. Like, we're too old to be playing games. We're not teenagers. We're not in high school. We should be very intentional. And at this age, thank you, Unspecified. I appreciate that. Good morning, Jay. Good morning. That's my girl. Hey, Jay. Welcome in, beautiful. We're just talking about dating. I put dating after 50 because I'm 51. And but it could be any age. Like dating is really changed, and being intentional, like Crystal just said, we have to make it known from the beginning, off rip, what you looking for, what you want. Me myself, I've been single for about 5 years now. I would date someone younger, depending on how young, because that's another thing I was gonna touch on as well. Um, at my age, like you would have to really be mature to be for me to date you. Like, and I think I still have a limit. Like my oldest daughter is 33. I'm not trying to date a 33-year-old. I'm just not. You find some men that are mature in their 30s and may very well have it together. However, as women, we know men take a little longer to mature than us. Some of them do reach the threshold sooner than later, you know, but I just, I can't see myself with someone 33. Oh, Lavik, you 33? That's a magic number. My daughter's 33. So I just can't see myself dating someone the same age as my daughter. I just I just can't. Now, I have friends that feel different. Um my some of my friends that are my age are dating men in their 30s. Um you out the loop, unspecified. We just talking about dating after a particular age. um I can't see myself doing that. Like I would prefer a man that's at least in his 40s. Um, yeah, I go to church. Oh, that's nice, unspecified. Yes, we got to be able to relate. We can't just be because, and see, another thing, I have children. If you're a man in your 30s and good morning, is it Hanan? Enough? I don't want to. Hassan. Hi, Hassan. Good morning. Thank you. um, if we, like a man that has no children, he's not gonna be able to relate to a woman with children, to me, because women with children have certain responsibilities, especially if you're a woman that takes care of your child. You got some women out here to just push their kids off onto other people, other family members, things of that nature. However, if you are an active parent, men that don't have kids, they can't relate. They want what they want now. They want to hang out all the time. Like, they want to do what they want to do. And women with children, you can't do that. So that is why, like, for myself, I've never, I don't have anything against dating men that don't have kids. However, I prefer, um, and if you don't have kids, be able to respect the boundaries of a woman that does. Because, like I said, women like myself, my kids come first. Um, and that, Hassan, I feel you. See, that's another thing. That's perfectly fine. To each his own. I've raised bonus children. I'm not trying to raise no man's kids, but I used to always tell men, even before I got married, good morning, get healthy, good morning, welcome in. Even before I got, hi Liddy, welcome in. Um, what if he were family oriented and just seemingly wise, be young years and just pursues you like a man? I mean, he, I could, I can rock with that, but he still can't be my daughter's age. Like, I can't date no cousin. Welcome in, hey, and look who you see live, right? Somebody that ain't never live. Hey, cousin, welcome in, cause I'm gonna clip ya. But I just can't see myself dating someone my daughter's age. But if he's a mature man of a certain age, possibly. And Hassan, just to touch on what you just said, a lot of men don't want to raise other women's kids. But see, I was the kind of woman that let men know before I got married, I don't need you to raise my kids. I don't need you to be a step parent to my kids. And so, like now, and I've always had that attitude, you don't got to play daddy to my kids because you don't even got to meet my kids. You never, like, unless the relationship is serious, they don't even need to know you. They won't even see your face. But if the relationship gets serious enough and you're dating a woman with kids, they're a package deal. Now, how I am now, my youngest child is 14. My kids are grown and gone. My youngest is 14. I don't need you to play daddy to her. She has a daddy. I don't need you to be stepdaddy. You don't even got to know her. You ain't even got to never see her face. Because, again, I'm intentional with my dating now. So if we're just having fun, we just having fun. That's what it is. And I'm very open with, I'm only looking for one thing, if that's what it is. Because I'm going to tell you that. If I don't see no potential in you other than that one thing, I'm going to just let you know this. You just a fun thing. You just, that's it. Lafita, good morning. Welcome in, Queen. How are you? Happy Monday. We're just talking about dating after the age of 50. I find it honestly harder to date at this age because of the type of men that are out here. The good ones are far few and in between. You got a lot of these men that are not raised. They were pretty much just hatched. They don't have the moral compass. They don't have, you can't break up with them. They get in their feelings. They so emotional. Men are more emotional nowadays. Like, I don't know where that came from, what happened, but I don't know. It's harder dating at this age. When I was younger, it was a lot easier. Today, Honey, you tell a man you don't want to talk to him no more, and he liable to kill you and your family, unalive you and your family, or be just stalking you or just acting cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Don't nobody got time for that. I don't have time for that. So dating has kind of been on pause for me. I just, again, some men can't handle the truth. Yeah, they having too many breakdowns, Lafita, for me. Some men can't handle the truth. I want to scroll back up because Hassan said something. I'm wrong for having that mindset. No, Hassan, you are not at all wrong for having that mindset. I have a son, okay? And before he had children, I used to tell him, don't date women with children. And I was a woman with children. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had two kids before I was even married. So, but I always told my kids, if you don't have no children, don't date nobody with no kids. What you playing household to somebody else's kids? Again, once I got married, when I met my husband, we both came to the marriage with two children. So we knew what it was. And I was okay with helping with his children only because as the relationship progressed, I noticed that their mom was just not the best mom. So I felt like I could offer them more than what they were getting at home. But would I do that again? Absolutely not. No way. I would not want to raise anyone else's children at this stage in my life. No, ma'am. I'm gonna need everybody to have their mamas, their daddies, their aunties, their uncles, and their grandparents on deck, because I can't do it. Now, I can hang out with you and your kid. I'll be nice. I'm gonna always treat kids. I love children. I will always treat them with respect, but I'm not raising nobody else's kids. Yes. And see, Get Healthy just said it. I am 74. Let me scroll back up. 74 years young, and there must be a divine purpose for me to be dating. I love me too much. Yes, indeed, you said it. And I think as I'm getting older, I'm getting more set in my ways. I have no tolerance, zero, for BS, and I can smell it a mile away because I'm very seasoned at my age. So I don't have time, and you're not about to disturb my peace. I worked too hard to get it. So, no. After raising other children and dealing with someone else's kids who don't come from the same structured household as yours, oh, that was a task. It was a task for me. So, I wouldn't even want to take on that again. So, would I date a foreign man? Um, I would date a long as there's not a language barrier, because I need to be able to speak to you. So if I don't have nothing against men that are foreign. I never had a preference far as race. I've never dated outside my race, but I don't have anything against it. So long as there's not a language barrier, I wouldn't have nothing against it. And that's Hassan said, no one wants to settle down anymore. No one believes in marriage. I'm Muslim and I see this a lot in the Muslim community. Marriage is a contract, and if broken, one person's leave with money. Yep, that's true, Hassan. People don't value marriage or relationships the same anymore. So that's why I'm currently not dating anyone now, because people are not upfront about what they're looking for. Like I said, if you're looking for just a fun time, you need to be able to say that, because I'm going to tell you that. Like, I'm very intentional. I know what I want. I know what I'm looking for. I don't need you to take care of me. I take care of myself, you know. So you should be able to tell people specifically what you're looking for. Liddy said, women are waking up to who we are. Yes, nature flipped on its head and we've been had. Yep, I agree. I agree. And, the people. Ooh, Gorgon. Good one. Welcome in, Gorgon. It's crazy how many people believe in fairy tales. Yes. They too invested. See, I think a lot of people look at these celebrity relationships and they be like, oh, I want that. That is not reality, honey. That is not reality. Because if you looking at celebrities and what, first of all, they, I'm not even going to, down talk my girl, but, they don't even heal before they jumping into the next thing. Like, look at my girl Cardi B. She's a prime example. You ain't even let the ink dry on the divorce papers, honey, and you jumping into a whole new relationship, having a whole nother child. Like, no, that's not okay. We shouldn't be doing that. Hi, Keith. Welcome in. Yep, fairy tales. And that's just, it's like, come on now, we got to live in reality. Gorgon said, I need someone that has realistic intelligence and don't believe in floating people in the sky. Exactly. And people don't want to do the work anymore, People do not want to do the work. A relationship is work. You have to put in work. You got to put time in, effort in. Um, Communicating is a big issue. Like for me, I don't like when men just shut down and they don't want to tell you how they feel, what's going on. So between relationships, Crystal said you have to take time for yourself after a breakup. You do. And you have to, TV is not real life. It's not. And people, they just stay there. Like they see what they see on TV and that's where they want to live. And it's like, no, we have to be very specific about what we're doing, because if you are not, you're going to waste a lot of time. You're going to waste a lot of time, and you'll look up and you'll be 50 plus years old and you'll still be spinning the block. Don't nobody got time for all that. So trusting is very hard after a certain age because, again, people are not honest. um you got women and men that are too busy trying to gaslight each other. And that can be dangerous nowadays because, again, men and women, not just the men, the women too, unstable creatures. They can't handle the truth. They don't want to hear the truth. They just want to live in la la land. And if you get to 90-day mark or 6 months and you feel like, oh, this ain't working out for me, we just not on the same page, you can't even say, I don't even want to talk to you no more. Like, and that's why I think a lot of people be ghosting each other because you can't just say like, hey, this not working out, because some people can't handle that. Good morning, Miss Divine. Welcome in. Good morning. How are you, Queen? We're just talking about dating after a particular age. Queen, welcome in. Grand Rising. Welcome in. Happy Monday, Queen. Hope you had a beautiful, restful weekend. So, yeah. So, like, for me, like I said, dating a younger man, that's kind of off the table for me. Like, you got to be like, I want to say 40 plus. I'm going to need you to be 40 plus. I'm going to need you to don't have no mommy issues, because I'm not about to mother you. And I'm not about to build a man. This not Build-A-Bear. I don't have time for that. I don't have time. You broken, you need to go fix yourself. Same thing with women. If you're broken, allow yourself to heal before you're out here looking for something else. Because if you don't, so no. If you don't allow yourself to heal, all you do is take all that weight and baggage into the next situation. And then it just becomes it can become a toxic situation because you didn't allow yourself to heal. And you can't be looking for what you had in your last boo and your new boo. Like, you're not going to get the same thing. So, again, that goes back to being intentional. We have to be intentional about what we're looking for. But we were talking about what is one thing that if you're single and you're to start dating again that you just would not tolerate. Crystal said disrespect. So we touched on that. Would you remarry? People ask me that all the time. Would you remarry? Because I'm divorced. I got divorced back in 2012. I was married for 8 years, but I was with my partner for probably like 12 years. So I used to say I would never remarry. And then I had changed my mind and I was like, oh, I would get remarried again. Now, at 51, I don't think I would remarry. It would take a special something to come and change my mind about getting remarried. Because, and God would have to see that fit. Yeah. Yes, Miss Divine. Yes. God would have to speak to me in that regard, because if you're asking me now, I would say no. No, because it's too much. Men, some women can be too much work. So I'm not going to just say men, but I'm a woman. So of course I'm talking about the men. Men can be too much work. I don't have time. I don't want to. Yeah. It's a ploy. I feel it has nothing to do with anything godly. Yep. If God's not in it, I don't want it. That is where I'm at my tender age of 51. If God's not in it, I don't want it. I don't want no parts of it. Because he shifted me and took me and set me aside for a reason. And I've been single for 5 years. Single for the last 5 years, as well as celibate. So, yeah, we not just about to, we didn't go through all that transformation. I felt like God set me aside to work on me, and he didn't do all that for nothing. So I can't allow any old soul to come in and disrupt what God has done in my life. So I can say that I never, if you knew the old me, I would have never thought. I kept saying, God, I like my boo thing. Like, I loved my boo thing, but he wasn't being intentional, and he wasn't doing what he was supposed to do as the man in the relationship. So God had to remove me from the situation, but he had to do it in a way. Sometimes he'll move us forcefully. Queen says, I don't want to have to consider anybody else's feelings on a regular basis. I'm a lot to handle for myself. I feel you, Queen. I feel you wholeheartedly. And that's another thing. That's why it would have to be, God would have to speak to me in that regards, as far as a marriage. Because you put me over here. You allowed me to reevaluate life and find myself, and you set me over here in this celibacy box, and I didn't think I was gonna make it, y'all. Like, I was struggling for a long time. It was hard. That's not an easy thing. I don't know about y'all, but that's not an easy thing. But once you realize why you're doing it, because when you're not celibate, why you keep giving yourself to somebody that's not giving you all they got? You know what I'm saying? Like, you just giving, it's like I'm giving you all I got and you ain't giving me enough, or you ain't giving me enough. You giving me crumbs. So I think if I was to engage again, Liddy said, to be contractually bound to another is crazy talk these days. Marriage was made to benefit men. Had make laws to protect women still to this day. No. Yeah, that is true. That is true. But I can't see myself just laying down with a man just to give him pleasure. It takes more. Sometimes for some women, it's more than just pleasuring. Like, you can't just and Queen just said, I can't exchange energy like that now. Yes, because energy, it does work different. And honestly, we get attached soul ties. Them soul ties aren't always healthy. They can be very toxic. I don't want those soul ties anymore because I've seen what it takes to get away from it. And it's a lot of work. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to put myself in that situation again. So if I have to continue to be celibate, I guess that's what it'll be. Because what the reason, good morning, Rodney, welcome in. Because, like Queen just said, exchanging that energy, I don't want that on me. I don't want all that negative energy. I don't want them spirits on me. I just don't want it. I don't want it. So, like I said, for me to get remarried, it would have to be a God thing. And he had to be done spoke to me. And, oh, I'm going to hear him. Because, again, I've been quiet. He's had me in isolation for so long. 5 years is a long time. And like I said, if you knew your girl. So I think that's why he said, look here, you won't let this unhealthy relationship go. Let me put you on over here. And like I said, if we don't make the choice, God will make the choice for us. He will move you. He said, okay, he will move you and you'll be going kicking and screaming. But when you know better, you do better. And I just don't see the reason to be giving myself to no man like that. Like, for what? Nope, not doing it. Yep. Once you know, you can't unknow it. You can't. You can't. And you can't act like you don't know. You know what I'm saying? So you can't keep touching the fire and knowing you're going to get burned. But you want to keep on going over there touching on that hot stove. Women built different from men. We shouldn't be out here competing over emotional incompetence and weighing. Amen. We should not. We should not be out here competing over. No. Nope. Get Healthy said it's totally different now. I was married for about 30 years. My husband passed away. We grew together and now it's totally different. It is. And after, I definitely couldn't see it after being with somebody for 30 years. Nope. 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 Because, again, these men today, they don't have, you're broken and disgusting. So sad. Such a sad combo. Oh, be a lesbian and get a partner with your mindset. I don't feel like I'm broken. I'm actually repaired. I'm not broken at all. I'm fine. Sometimes you have to allow yourself to heal, honey. So maybe you're broken. Maybe you should go get some tape. Maybe you should go get another man. Are you a man or a woman? You must want a man. I don't need to be a lesbian to be happy, okay? I'm happy with where I am now. Veil off, the indoctrination is broken. You know, some people are just miserable creatures. No, I do. If I have a partner, I would want him to have the mindset that I have, that reciprocation, respect, having morals and standards, not being ignorant like yourself. I would want my mate to have all of those qualities, you know? So let's get to the next thing. They are disrespectful. Some of these people don't have nothing else to do. You scrolled over here. You know, we talking about what we talking about. If you don't like it, scroll up and go somewhere else. Find something to do. Go play in the sandbox. So we already asked the women that are married or divorced or widowed, would you remarry? So my answer to that right now is no. Like I said, it would take a special someone, and God would have to speak that to me to say, "Hey, this is your king. I want you guys to be together." We all know what to do and what not to do. It's just a matter of, are we willing to sacrifice and apply effort? Too many times we choose the easy, comfortable route. Keep doing what you need to do. That's right, Rodney. And comfortable when we sit in that and we stay in that, like I said, God will forcefully remove you from that situation. Like, oh, you won't move, let me move you. So honestly, I think that's what he did to me in my last relationship, because I was comfortable, because who wouldn't be after dating someone for 7-8 years, knowing them like since you were in high school. So the last person I dated, I knew him back in high school, and but he had just got out of a relationship, and I wasn't looking for nothing serious. We got close as friends, and things grew, and we looked up and we was dating 7-8 years, and I was like, hold on, wait a minute, what we doing? Are we gonna get married? Are we? And we were talking about marriage. It was on the table, but he never took the next step. So I stayed because, again, I was comfortable. I didn't want to start over. I was already like in my 40s. So I'm like, I'm not starting over. These men out here crazy. They was crazy 10 years ago. So they crazier now. So I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm just going to stay right here where I'm at. And that was the wrong thing to do. So because I wouldn't move, God said, okay, I'm going to move you. So he forcefully moved me out of the situation. So where I am now, my peace, I can't allow anybody to disturb that. I just can't. And people are not willing to put in the effort that it takes to sustain a relationship, to sustain a marriage. It's work. It's not, marriage is not easy. It has ups and downs. And I took my vows seriously. Me and my husband got divorced. He's deceased now, but we got divorced before he passed away because he jumped ship. He wasn't staying on track. So, although God brings people together, he also said you don't have to be no damn fool. So, I chose to end the marriage. Queen said, I was so used to being in a relationship that when I did meet someone, I was out here looking for marriage. And so I did get married again, and it was not what it was. I said, yep. Yeah, I have learned a lot being by myself, and I will say that I actually enjoy the freedom of it. And you know what, Queen? I think that's where I'm at. I'm starting to enjoy the freedom of being by myself because honestly, like I said, it would take a God would have to tap me on my shoulder and be like, hey, I'm sending him. This is who I sent. This is what I want you to do. Like, he would have to speak that to me. And I'm going to know it because my mind is very clear. So I'm going to hear him speak to me. But right now where I'm at, I just want to do me. I want to do what I want to do, when I want to do it, how I want to do it. I don't want you calling me, asking me where I'm at. I don't want you asking me what time I'm going to be home. I don't want to wash your clothes. I don't want to cook dinner for you every day. I did all that when I was married. I cooked. I raised 2 other children that were not mine from the age of 7 all the way till they were young adults, until we got divorced. So, yeah, I don't want to do all that. I would have to physically see God standing right before my face. Queen. She said with my physical eyes because I already didn't to tap on the shoulder. And it must have been the wrong tap. And you know what? I feel you, Queen. Like you That's my girl. She look. If you not tapped in with Queen Alchemy, you got to go check her out, okay? That is my girl. Like, she said it. She said God will have to be physically standing right there, like, hey, because you already had the tap. Yeah, like, I just, I don't have room for mistakes. Like, when you get to our age, we don't have room for error. There's no room for error. Not like that. Not in no relationship. Mm-mm. Because I can keep you in the friend zone. It's no reason for me to make those type of leaps and bounds today. And again, like I said, all the work, some people don't want to do it. I like doing me. I like doing what I want to do. I cook when I want to cook. I don't have to make your lunch. None of that stuff. Like, it was a lot. Marriage was work. I loved it while I was in it. I didn't mind doing it, cooking those big old meals and dealing with your family even when I don't even want to look at your face. All that stuff. Like, being bothered with your kids and they trifling mamas and all the things. Like, now I don't want to do any of that. So a lot of us are very intentional. We know what we want. And that's good because, like I said, dating out here now, it's not the same. It's not the same. These men are sensitive. I don't know what's going on. Looks like a gnaw. Liddy said, looking back, it looks like a gnaw. Yes. Get Healthy said, yes, God has to be in my face physically and tell me to marry again. My husband set the bar high, so I can't go backwards, and I'm at a different level now. And that's another thing. I can say my marriage, even though it ended before my ex-husband passed away, it wasn't all bad. Like, I take the good, the bad, and the ugly. It wasn't all bad. And when it was good, it was great. And he set the bar. That's why he treated me like he put me on this pedestal, and treated me as to a certain standard. So if you came behind that and you wasn't giving that reciprocation, yeah, I wasn't really feeling it. But again, I still stayed in a relationship, but that was out of comfort of not wanting to start over. And now I know better. I would never do that again. Hi, Moose. Welcome in. Lavique said, I've decided not to get married or even date. I'm and I'm not into the flings. I was raised the old-fashioned way. That's good, Lavique, but wait a minute. So you're not going to get married, you're not going to even date? So you're just going to be by yourself? But see, that's the thing. I don't always, I be torn with, I don't think God meant for us to be by ourselves. So that was going to be my next. If you're not willing to remarry, would you, what would companionship look like for you? For the women in my chat, if you're not willing to remarry, what does companionship look like for you? Like, would you be open to having a companion? And when I say companionship, at our age, we're very clear. We're just friends. I'm not trying to marry you. I don't want you to move in. I don't even want you to leave no clothes at my house. Like, none of that stuff. Honestly, see, I don't even want you at my house. I don't even want you to spend the night. You can go get a nice hotel or something. Like, I don't want you to do that. Queen said, when my husband passed away, I met a man that I thought was for me to get married again, and I learned that he was not there for that purpose. He had a season and a reason, but marriage was not it. See? And that's what I feel like my last relationship was. I feel like I was put in his life for a reason and a season, but I tried to extend the season. And God said, I ain't tell you to stay over there. What you doing? Get over here. And I was like, no, but I want to stay over here because I like it over here and I'm comfortable and I don't want to go nowhere else. That's not what he be wanting us to do. Liddy said, I feel the younger generation should take time to consider themselves and live their life, especially if you are a woman. I wholeheartedly agree. I think the pressures of life are enough. Yes. Lots of pressure to pair up, and it's all there not all there is to life. Exactly. Like, I tell my daughter, I have a daughter that is 21 going on 22. Live your life. Don't be out here trying to settle down with nobody. Put everybody in the friend zone. Leave them in the friend zone. Just have friends. And friends don't mean you got to sleep with everybody you're friends with. Leave them all in the friend zone. Go out there, do your thing, spread your wings, fly, soar like an eagle. Travel, do all the things. Miss Devine said, I don't know if I would want a buddy. Yeah, I mean, sometimes I want a buddy. Sometimes I don't. Good morning, Axel. Welcome in. Liddy said, know thyself and then you can be fruitful. Have prosperous seeds. Yes. And you don't got to be out here being fruitful with everybody. That's what I be telling my daughter. Just because you date people don't mean you got to sleep with them. You know? Guys, some girls put that pressure on men and some men put that pressure on women. I ain't sleep with everybody I dated. I didn't. And if you ain't like that, kick rocks, because I just wasn't giving it up to everybody. Because no, for what? Like, and it just, I didn't see the need to do that. A married woman asked me out to a spa. Don't do it, Axel. Don't do it. Mm-mm. That. She's married and she's unhappy within her marriage, and she needs to go get some help. She needs to figure out why she's unhappy in her marriage. Because if it's that miserable, she need to ask God what to guide her. Like, should she be getting divorced? Should she be? And then even after you get divorced, you have to take time for yourself. I didn't jump right back into dating when I got divorced. I got divorced back in 2012. I didn't start dating until 2016. So from 2012 to 2016, I took some time for myself. So no, it's nothing friendly. Women, see, what men have to understand is women today they can be just as cutthroat and savage as men. Nope, she's just looking for Ray. Obviously, you care because you're here. So if you don't care, scroll up, buddy, and have a nice day. Go play in the sandbox, okay? I'm trying to be respectful today. I don't want to cuss, but because I'm working on my cussing. Liddy, they lied to us about time and make rush through life. Yep, 20s, 30s just started to learn really, yep, how to be an adult for the most of us. 50s isn't old, it's gold. Yes. 50 is not old, it is gold. I am very happy to have made it to the age of 50. They said divorce is not allowed in some religion. You know, Ray, you must be a child that's out of school this week. I forgot the kids is on midwinter break. Don't you got some homework to do or something? Go play with your toys. Go build a Lego house or something, okay? Go eat breakfast. Go talk to your mom or your dad. Are they at work? You must be bored. They should have left you a chore list to do. Yeah, see, that's the sad thing. I know some, religions, divorce isn't allowed. I don't know what I would do. I think I would, if I was in a religion that divorce wasn't allowed, I would never get married because I need that. I need to be able to have that option, like any age is important. Yeah, it is. Hello, Lion. Is it Lion? Yes, the Bible and the laws written to protect us mostly. Queen said, yeah, they are not out of school today because it's President's Day. Whatever that means, they should have gave me the day off from the plantation. Right, Queen. I'm off because, I work at a school, but our schools here are, yeah, Ray, you keep it up and you're going to be in the timeout corner. You can just, watch from back there. So don't worry about it. Thank you, Lion. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome. Welcome to my channel. I thought I heard something at my door, but it's not in my thing with a chime. But yeah, some of these kids are on midwinter break. I don't even know. They don't even need a midwinter break here. I don't know why they on midwinter break, Queen, but they are this week here. And I just think it's crazy because they had 2 weeks off for the holiday. They don't need a midwinter break, but whatever. But my school is year round, so half of our building was shut down and they just didn't need me. So I was like, I'll take a L and I'll stay home. So yeah. But yeah. I hate when these little trolls come in here and they throw you off. It's a married female coworker. Yeah, Axel, I would say stay away from that coworker. She going through something and let her go through whatever she going through over there. Hey, you know what? You don't got to care about the page, Ray. You don't. You don't got to be here. You know, you can go play your video game or something. I don't know, whatever you do at your little young age. You ain't got to be over here. Why you here? But yeah, I just like I said, dating is not the same. The men are different, and I just don't want to give that much energy to people that are not even knowing what they want in life. Companion, I'm open to having a buddy companion as long as we're clear on the relationship and what we're doing and what we're not doing. Because you're not about to trick me, put me in a trick bag. You're not about to get me to do something I don't want to do. I'm not playing that game. So it is. Liddy said it's like keeping a wild lion as a pet. Yes. And I don't want, I got 5 Yorkies. I don't need no more pets. I don't need no more pets. But I just think, people should, if you're divorced, if you're in between relationships, and that's another thing. Women have to learn that, yes, Liddy, they want to hunt. Men are hunters. That's what they do. They are hunters. And look, you ain't got to hunt me. You ain't got to hunt me. Because I just think it's not enough honesty. It's not enough people being upfront. It's not enough effort being put in. So if we can't be honest and we can't put the effort in, then what are we doing? So it's no room to be playing games. Not at my age. I don't have time. I could be doing something else. I got grandkids. I could be traveling. Like, it's just not enough. So I don't have time. And I'm not about to build no bear. So we're not building a man. We're not doing that. So, and then let's talk about these dating apps. I don't know if you guys are aware. So I wanted to talk about this story where this young lady from my city was using this dating app, and she was talking to this guy. She went over there, dated him a couple times, went out with him, and everything appeared to be okay. He appeared to be normal. They was having little movie nights and whatnot, and however, this is day he, one of my stepmom practicing. The third time was not a charm. So dating apps is a definitely no for me. So I'm going to share this story with you guys.
She was held captive, stabbed in the throat, and forced to drive her alleged attacker through the streets of Detroit until she found a split second to run.
But the horror doesn't end with her. Investigators say this man has 2 other victims.
7 News Detroit reporter Ruta Alcenaida sat down with Jacayla, who's now exposing a terrifying pattern and showing us the scars she
Yes, very sad, Liddy.
To bear.
I just really was thinking, I'm glad that I made it out alive, because my mother, what he would have did with my body if I didn't make it out that night.
27-year-old Jacayla Archie says it was one of the darkest days of her life.
And it was just so scary for me. And then I felt like I was just alone.
Last year around the holidays, Archie decided to give Facebook dating a try and match with 31-year-old Detroit resident Danielle Darren Sandridge Jones. After chatting online for about a month, she says they started going out and met up a few times at his home on Elmdale Street in Detroit.
Listen to music, watch movies and stuff like that, just casual dating.
Then last month they met up again, but she says this time Sandridge Jones was irate for reasons unknown to her.
That's when he ran and he went to go get the knife, and he stabbed me in my throat, and he cut me, and then he told me, I'll kill you.
The Wayne County Prosecutor's Office says Archie was stabbed multiple times and then was allegedly forced to drive the suspect around to multiple locations.
He's yelling keep driving, you want me to kill you,
Bleeding and terrified, she says she followed his orders until they ended up back at his home. She was then ordered inside until she found an opportunity to grab her keys and run away, calling 911 after hours of what she calls torture. Sandridge Jones was arrested, charged with 2 other separate domestic violence incidents, all of which allegedly occurred at his home, and all of which
Me too,
allegedly
Liddy.
occurred with women he was dating at the time. Archie's physically okay now, but mentally still has not recovered and is giving dating a break. But she hopes her story reminds women to stay vigilant and speak up.
I don't want no one to feel that it's embarrassing to go through domestic violence or, don't be embarrassed about anything, it happens.
Sandridge Jones remains here at the Wayne County Jail. He's facing charges of assault with intent to murder as well as unlawful
As he should.
imprisonment. He's due back in court later this week. Now, Detroit police say they don't have any official reports of additional victims.
Now, that is insane to me. First of all, dating apps is an absolute no for me. And I have friends, very intelligent friends, that use dating apps on a regular basis. They actually recommended to me, oh, girl, you should go on a dating app. Absolutely not. I've always been the type of person that I need to meet you face to face because I'm an energy person. I vibe off energy. So if the energy ain't right, we're not going no further. However, people put on masks, like this guy. Obviously, he put on a mask. She had dated him online for a month before she even met him, talking to him back and forth. But when someone is hunting their prey, oh, they will come off like, yeah, he's a good guy. He's nice. We as women, yes, listen, women, we have to know we are on the totem pole of society. Really pay attention to who you have been and see yourself in her. Yes, Liddy. It is like imperative because although they dated for a month and he seemed fine, she went over there 2 times. They watched movies. He appeared okay. That 3rd time was not a charm. First of all, today, why are we going to people's homes? I don't give a darn how many times we done talked on the phone, went out. I'm not coming to your house. Like, I don't know you like that. Not after no 3 dates. It might be 6 months to a year before I come to your house. Like, I might not never come to you. Like, I'm so funny about going to people's house anyway, and I've always been like that. But when you're dating, I feel like it should be out in the open. Dating apps, going to people's house, these things are just not okay to do. Young women have to realize some men will put on a mask and they can wear that mask for a while. Lavique said, Sunshine, when I first moved to your city, the women were very skeptical of me because I was too friendly. You know what? Because men, you meet men that are friendly, but a lot of the women, they try to take over and, run over the friendly men. So, but they be skeptical because, you don't meet a lot of overly friendly men. So like me, I always feel like people have hidden agendas. So, thank you, Bryce. Yeah, Ted Bundy was friendly. Exactly. And he was a charmer and all the things. These men and some of these, they wear masks and they can wear them for a long time. We have to be just smarter, like even in dating. I tell my daughters this all the time. Like, don't be going to nobody's house. You can go out to dinner at a restaurant. First of all that intimacy and all that, if we dating and you new to the scene, we shouldn't be doing none of that anyway. So you want to watch a movie? Let's go to the movie theater. Okay? Yeah, the prices are a little high now. People don't want to pay them prices. Well, if you want to date me and you want to go to the movies, you paying for that movie ticket because we going to the movie theater. We're not going to your house to Netflix and chill. We're not doing that. It's not safe. People have hidden agendas. And even in dating, people have hidden agendas. I met a guy and I've been knowing him for a while. And even he had his own little hidden agenda. I found out shoot, he was not even fully divorced after a while. And I'm like, what's going on? He was looking for his next level of comfort. You know what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't trying to move in per se, but he was trying to set up shop, in a way. And I'm like, we not doing that. We not playing house. You're not setting up shop. You're not spending no night. You're not moving in. None of those things. Like, Holton, go away. Okay? Just go away. I don't feel like y'all. I'm not in the mood for the trolls today. Like, I'm not. So I'm just gonna stick you over here. Yeah. I'm gonna put you over there. Now you can watch from the back. Have real female friends. Need to have more female communication and check block like we used to. Yes. Because what we used to do, like when me and my girls used to go out and you meet somebody at the club, that's cool. You can get his number, but you ain't about to leave with him. We came together, we leaving together. Like, women need to have more of that. I didn't understand it then. I was 16. At 33 now I do understand, but it's very difficult because in my country we didn't learn about dating. Oh, okay. So Lavique, you live over here, but you're not from here. Okay, I understand now. Just heading to Coastal Comic Con next month in North Carolina. Oh, Trey, sounds fun. I hope you have a good time. I know a lot of people that go to Comic Con. They love it. Yep, we came together and we leave together. That was just a rule, like, and we stood by those standards and those rules. Like, we didn't stray away from that. And I think, like, that's why a lot of us live to see today, because we followed certain rules and we didn't go our separate ways. You wasn't leaving to go to no room with that man. Like, no, we're not doing that. You just met him. Yeah, nowadays these girls, you can't trust the girls you going out with. Oh, guess who's coming as a guest appearance? Who, Trey? Who's gonna be there as a guest appearance? It's funny because I always hear people talking about the Comic-Con, and like I have a lot of friends and coworkers that go, and they just love it. Will be my third Coastal Comic-Con. Okay, sounds fun. But yeah, women, we have to just be more aware. Just because what my grandma used to say, what glitters ain't gold. I think I'm saying it wrong. I don't know. Everything that glitters ain't gold. Yeah, I understand, Lavique. Yeah. Relationships in general can be all that glitters ain't gold. Yes, Lily. I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to hear her saying it in my head, like, because she used to say that all the time. And I used to want to be in all the hot spots, and then I used to be like, why y'all won't never let me go to this and this and this and this? But now I understand. Like, our parents, our grandparents, they really be trying to protect us. But I also realize, being a parent, we can't protect our children from everything. We have to just enlighten them. We have to give them the educational background of the things and let them make the choices. Like I told my daughter, it's hard to watch you make mistakes. Believe me, it's hard. Because I just want to save you all the time. I want to protect you. I want to cover you all the time. And I can't. I try, but I can't. And it gets frustrating, too, as a parent. No chat from Shanola, too. Randy Quallett is cousin Eddie in National Lamoon's Christmas vacation. Oh, okay, Trey. That's going to be nice. That's going to be really nice. I hope you have a great time. It's always fun when you get to go to something like that and you're looking forward to it. That's really, I love that for people. Like, I hope you have the best time. That's awesome. But yeah, this young lady, I'm sure, I hope she gets some therapy, because I'm sure she's traumatized at this point of her young life. And she gonna definitely need some therapy after this, because she gonna have some trust issues. And I just hope, if nothing else, she's more aware, and leave these dating apps alone. Like, these people, the predators are on these apps. They are on the apps because they know some women are out here and they just want somebody so bad that they're going through any lengths to be with somebody. And I guess I'm just not that pressed. And I just wish a lot of our women would go back to just having friendships and with, female friends, hanging out with you. Because when you hung out with your female friends back then, you really wasn't worried about like settling down. You were just really trying to enjoy life and have fun. So I think that's what it should be all about. I live in NYC. There has been some scary cases out here. I bet. It's been a lot here. Like, I remember like a few years ago, like many years ago, when Uber and Lyft started, like it was a lot of Uber drivers that was like really weird. Because if people don't know, Uber don't do background checks. Lyft does. And I tell my daughter that doesn't drive, I tell her all the time, like, I know Lyft might be a little more expensive, but it's worth it. Your life is worth it. So pay the higher price to get to where you're trying to go. Don't be trying to be cheap and save $1, because Uber don't do background checks. And I didn't feel comfortable with that at all. And I'm like, you don't know who car you getting in. I ain't even like using Uber when I was out of town, because you don't know where these people about to drive you to. They can make a sharp left here, and then what you gonna do, jump out the car? So I don't know. I've never really trusted the Uber and the Uber drivers. So if I gotta use something, I'm gonna be on in the Lyft. Or take a taxi. Like, what happened to the taxi cabs? They don't have taxi cabs no more. But even taxi cab drivers, they don't do no background check on them either. So just gotta be more mindful and more aware. But yeah, like I said, dating is different today in today's world. I don't think that, I'm definitely not doing no dating apps. I don't think that I'm interested in like the old-fashioned dating anyway. Like, we can go out to lunch, we can, and even still, that would just be with somebody I know. Like, I'm not strangers. I have stranger danger. I don't think that I want to engage. I don't want to partake. Because people are just, they too weird. They too weird. And these men, I don't know what's going on with our men. They just some unstable creatures out here. They've been take away from the moral fiber. Yes. It's nothing like meeting a person face to face, talking to them. Because honestly, if you have discernment, you can meet people and you can vibe off that energy that they're giving you, whether they trying to put on a mask or not. If you talk to them long enough, something's going to trigger, whether this person is genuine, not being genuine, seeming a little shady. Because if I get any inkling that you're shady, I'm just going to exit stage left. We're not going to keep revisiting the conversation. I'm not going to, you going to be blocked, and I'm not calling you no more. Like, I'm not giving you a second chance to be weird. So if I feel any kind of off energy, we just going to end it right there. But we also going to be out in public. Plus, how you date people outside your natural community no one knows or vouch for is a new age danger. Exactly. Thank you, Terrence. Welcome in. Exactly, Liddy. Like you said, and that was another thing I used to say. If I meet somebody, it's going to be because someone that I know, say for instance, one of my friends, you had a gathering and you had some people there and this young man is there and you know him and your husband knows him and somebody knows him, like you got some background on this person, then I can possibly, think about engaging in conversation, having lunch with. Hello, my holy king, welcome in. Terrence, marry you? Let's see, what did 3 say? I'm sorry. Habitual 3, welcome in. The strongest actions for a woman is to love herself, be herself, and shine amongst those who never believed she could. Amen. I like that. I love that. Yes, I agree wholeheartedly. That is the strongest action. Women, we have to love ourselves. And like I said, if you love yourself and you give yourself the time and you have discernment, you will be able to judge people a lot better. You're from Cape Town? Oh, okay. I don't even know where that is. Hi, Florida man. Welcome in. Good morning. Good morning. But I think we would have a lot more success if we allowed ourselves to, get to know ourselves better. And God is with you every day. Yes, Terrence. Yes, he is. We just, we have to allow ourselves the time to get to know ourselves and enjoy life, especially when we're young. It's no rush. It's like I tell my daughter, men will be there. Yes, be your own best friend. Be your own best friend. Yes. Men aren't going anywhere. They're not about to be extinct like dinosaurs. They're going to be here. Sex not going nowhere, all the things. Like, that stuff will be there. And if it's meant for y'all to be connected, you will connect. But it's not a rush. It's not a race. We have to get to know ourselves. We have to love ourselves. Some people aren't loving themselves and they're looking for a partner. How can you look for a partner when you don't even love yourself? How you gonna offer anything to someone else and you don't love yourself? Yeah, it's a social experiment the way we are. Yes, and we gotta get away from that. Like, we have to get away from just wanting a physical body, or some women just want to say, I have a man. No, you gotta be looking for more than that, more than just a title. And it is socially engineered. And then the world that we live in today, they make women who are not in relationships and situationships feel like something's wrong with them. It's nothing wrong with being by yourself. It's nothing wrong with not wanting to be in a relationship. They feel like you abnormal if you don't want to be with somebody. Like, it's okay to be alone. You don't got to be in a relationship. Program us to be slaves, women most of all. Yes. And I think women today I love that for us, that we're finding ourselves more. It seems like the younger women still need some work. This new generation, these millennials, there's something else. They still need a little work. But us seasoned women, we already know. Like, I love me. I'm going to love on me. You ain't about to be having me looking all broke down, beat down, and ran down. Mm-mm. And I'm not about to be your slave. No, we're not doing that. So, we just have to take more time to get to know ourselves before we be trying to intermingle. And, I think some people are getting married younger and they're not ready because they don't even realize, like, some people just look at the social media aspect of marriage. Like, oh, the big wedding and all the things. And when you get home with that man and you behind closed doors and all the partying is over with and all the hoopla and all the whoop-de-doo is over with, then what? You got to do the work. You got to do the work. Like my grandma used to say, the same way you got them, you got to do the same stuff to keep them. I am the only one with no kids. Yeah, and I tell my daughter, yeah, kids is overrated. Take it from me, I got 4. Kids are overrated. If I can, like, tell you to wait till you have kids, you don't got to be 45 having kids now. You ain't got to wait that long, but live your life. Like, live your life. Because it's not even fair to the kids if you don't live a little first. Like, live a lot. Don't live a little. Live a lot. Live a lot. Travel. Do all the things that you would want to do without lugging a baby around with you. Have fun. Like, get to know yourself. Get to know what you like. You might find, once you learn who you are, that you don't want no kids. See, some of us rush. We rush or we have kids too soon for the wrong reasons. Good morning, MMG. Welcome in, Queen. How are you? Happy Monday. Girl, we are over here talking about dating at our tender ages, you know? The dating game have changed, and I was just showing a clip of this young lady here that used a dating app, and she got herself in a situation, and this man, he, you know, just assaulted her after the 3rd date at his house and had her driving around our city. Just crazy work, crazy work. It's just, it's sad, and dating is different, and I'm not using no dating app. How you feel about these dating apps, MMG? Let me get your opinion on the situation. How do you feel about it? I'm okay. I'm off work today. These kids are on midwinter break, and my students are off. So the other side of our school that's tuition based, they're still in school this week. So they didn't need me to come in and help. So I was like, thank you. I'll take the day. And I might be off for the whole week. We'll see. But at any rate, I'm enjoying it. I was sitting here having coffee and conversations with Sunshine. I love my cup. But now this coffee is cold. I need a microwave in my office. That would be cute. If I had a little microwave, I could warm it up. Or you know what I could get? I could get me a coffee warmer. One of them little things you plug in and warm my cup up. But yeah, we were just sitting here talking about dating and dating apps and, you know, people not being intentional. You know, dating is different. You said I don't recommend. I dated someone I met online years ago. I don't recommend dating apps either. I have a friend, she uses them, and I pray for her because I'm like, girl, you just never know what you're going to get. I need to meet people and see, you know, talk to you face to face because I need to see what kind of energy you're giving off. I need to see what kind of vibe you're giving and all. And I don't know, like I said, when you have that discernment, even when people try to put that mask on, when you got discernment, honey, you know, you can tell it's a mask on. Cause look, I peeped it out the last little friend of mine. I was like, yeah, you ain't for the right thing, sir. You got hidden agendas. But this was before any and everybody was online, like 2000. Oh yeah. Yeah, now in today's world, nope. Lavique said, I don't do the dating. I've said, oh, I want the person to be able to see me face to face. Yes, so you can talk to them and, you know who you, know the energy, the vibe. Intentions are a vibration that allows you to have gut instinct, not a fog or of preconceived vibes and pictures from false checks. Yes, Liddy, exactly. Because when you meet somebody, like I said, after talking to them, you could talk to a person for like less than an hour. And you be like, yeah, you could tell by the way the conversation go. So I can meet you and sit and have lunch, and I know before our lunch is over, if I'm gonna call you again or if you about to be blocked. Thank you, Getting Healthy. Thank you. Have a good day. Thank you for stopping in. Thank you for chatting with us. I appreciate you. Have a great day. Yeah, like now for me, I need to meet somebody through somebody. You know what I mean? Like I could be at your backyard boogie MMG and okay, this guy here, somebody know him, right? Like you ain't just inviting randoms to the party, so you gonna be able to tell me like, oh yeah, that's TJ over there in the corner. He's a cool guy. He's a single dad, or he's divorced and blah blah blah. Like give me some background, give me something. Like I'm not just out here be dating no randoms. I can't do it. Even the last guy I dated, like I said, I knew him from high school and we kicked it for a couple years before we put a label on it, and then we became exclusive. But after I want to say 7, 8 years, I was like, okay, what we doing? Well, you're not dating with intention. Although the conversation was always that once he healed and from his past relationship, that's why we just kicked it for a few years. During that period, he was going through his healing and I was allowing him to. But what I didn't realize, I was in his life for a season and a reason, but I wasn't meant to stay there. And I tried to stay there out of comfort. And God was like, you're not going to move. Let me move you. So now I've been single for 5 years. I've been celibate for 5 years. And I just kept saying, who gonna be celibate? Because I can't do that. God will show us. Like every time we say we can't do something, he be like, oh, okay, you can't. I'm gonna show you that you can. And I have. And I don't regret it now. And now that I have sat in this space, I'm like, okay, it's going to take a special someone to get close. Okay. And I'm going to know because I have very good discernment. So can't know anybody get close to me. You're not about to be able to gaslight me. I'm too seasoned for that. And I'm not looking for a booty call and all those things. Like, girl, nope, we not doing none of that. Yeah. Better, yes, it is. And it took me a while to realize that. Like, you want pleasure or you want peace. You want somebody to know how to reciprocate, or you want to keep feeling like you're just giving, and you're just not getting enough back. Like, you might be getting something, but you're not getting filled. So, no. And we can't pour from empty cups. So, that's why I tell women, when you have been like myself, I was divorced. I allowed myself time before I started dating again. I didn't just, soon as I wasn't one of those, oh, divorce party. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I did celebrate. I did celebrate within myself, I didn't have no party, but I did celebrate. But I also allowed myself time. Like, I didn't start dating, got divorced in 2012, started dating in 2016. So it took me some years. I needed to find myself and collect myself. So, and yeah, Lavique said, I was talking to someone that was in her 40s and she went ghost on me after I told her I don't think we'd be comparable because we live different lives. Well, you were being honest, Lavique. And see, women, I don't know why women can't respect the honesty. Would you want a man to lie to you? Like, or you want them to just hang around for just to be having, again, you got those women that just want men to hang around just to say they got a man. I'm not that girl. Like, I don't need you to be up under me. MMG say, Liddy said, best to be honest. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I can't give it to you no other way. Like, even before I got in the space that I'm in now, I was always honest. Like, I think I was brutally honest, like, to the point that people couldn't handle the honesty. Like, If I knew I just wanted you for that one thing, I'm telling you that. Sorry, I was that girl. Like I'm gonna tell you, like this ain't that. We ain't gonna never be that what you want to be, but I do want to do this. Like I was very honest and open. Hi Keisha, welcome in. MMG say I love being single. Look, I'm starting to love it more and more every day. Okay. At first, I used to be like, oh, I just really want a companion. I just don't like being alone. But that also came from being in relationships so young and so long. My mother used to tell me, just stop trying to settle down. And I think I have that settled down spirit, like I always just wanted to just be with one person. Like I was never the play. I went through my stages of being a playgirl, but that wasn't even for me. I didn't like that. I didn't want to do that. Lavique said I meant compatible. I think she just wanted me to spend money on her. And some women do. That's all they want. Like now I can be very open. Keisha, welcome in. I can be very open and very honest. Like now I don't even need you to spend money on me. Like, yeah, we all like gifts and things. And if a man want to do something for you, he will. But I'm going to spend money on me. I'm going to get what I want. So, like, I'm not sitting around waiting for no man to buy me nothing. I'm not doing that. If I want to go to the nice hotel, the 5-star hotel that just opened up, I ain't waiting on no man to take me to no, I ain't waiting on you. I can go enjoy myself by myself. Like I can go give myself the things that I want. Like I'm not sitting around waiting on gifts and things like that because people will do for you what they want to do for you. You know what I'm saying? Like you shouldn't have to, and a real man will give you anyway. Like you don't have to ask for things. I've never had to ask for anything. So that's just not my cup of tea. If I got to ask for it, I don't want it. I've always been a self-sufficient person. Yeah, I got me. I remember one of the last times that I went to a bar many, many years ago because I don't go to bars. And I sat at the bar. I walked in such confidence, like, and I still do. Like, on my worst day, I think I'm that girl. Like, you can't tell me that I'm not. Like, girl. So, I walked in the bar, and I sat at the bar, and, it's something about the lady, the woman, the girl that comes and sit at the bar by herself, and, she not looking for nobody. She just there vibing off the music, having her cocktail, and this guy was like, oh, can I buy you a drink? And I was like, oh, no, no, thank you. I got my own drink. I don't need you to buy me no drink. Well, I'm just trying to buy you a drink. No, thank you. I don't need you to buy me a drink. That part, I got me. He has to be able to do for himself as well because I'm not doing it right. Right, MG. I'm not doing it. I'm not, like I said, I don't want no Build-A-Bear. What's your dream in life? I dream of having $1 million. That's what I dream. I dream of having $1 million and having an island all to myself. That's my dream. If a man is emotionally aware and empathetic, it will be at a first. Most are about the hunt. So women have caught on that men are not emotionally compatible, only transactional. Exactly, Liddy. Exactly. And yeah, see, and I don't need you because like I said, if men are emotionally connected to you, you don't have to ask them for nothing. If they know you and they're really involved, they know if you need something. They know if if you're engaged like that. Like some women don't want you all in a business like that, so you won't know. But again, if you're a man, a real man, you just don't have to ask them for stuff. You just don't. Like men are intentional. They know what they looking for. They know what they want. They know what they hunting for. And women are getting to be more intentional as well. We know what we looking for and we know what we want. And women are just standing on their own. Like, they're not dependent and leaning on men like that. Now, you got some of these young girls, they still out here trying to be sack chasers and chasing a bag. I'm going to chase a bag, my own bag. I've learned that some women don't really want honesty. They don't. Some women want you to give them smoke, blow smoke up their Watusi. I don't need your smoke, and I don't need your fairy tale, because I deal in reality. I don't deal in fairy tale. So we gotta be, on the same page far as that. Like, we just have to know. The honesty is that men are not capable of being emotionally involved or loving. It's hard to hear, so that's why they can't take the truth. Some men can't handle the truth. Right. You are not like us, but we still want you. Right. Some men can't handle the truth. They say we can't handle the truth. Some men can't handle the truth. Some women can't either. And that's the thing. Like, you have to be able to, if somebody tell you, I'm not looking for marriage, I don't want to get married, and you know that that's what you're looking for, why are you going to try to hold on to that person? Y'all are not equally yoked. You're not looking for the same thing. You got this man over here looking for a booty call. You got this woman over here looking for Prince Charming. You're not going to get the Prince Charming in that booty call man. He's just not giving that. So why are you trying to hold on to that? Like, again, you got to know what you're looking for. You have to be honest with yourself. Liddy said they are not like us. They are not like us. They are not. I know I love honesty, and I can tell when someone trying to sugarcoat things with me. Yep, that's good, Lavique. And Lavique, you said you're 33. Yeah, we are. We too old to live in delusion. Like, and that's what I be trying to get I try to make sure like my girls know, don't live in delusion. No. We're not gonna do that. You go out here, you make your own money, you do your own thing, so that you can be the shot caller. You know what I'm saying? Like, even when I was married, I had to tell, before I got married, I had to tell my ex-husband, I do not like I don't like nobody keeping tabs on me. If I leave the house, you gonna know where I'm going before I leave. So if I say I'm going grocery shopping and I'm going shopping, don't call me 30 times asking me when I'm coming back, because I'm gonna be irritated. So we were very clear, and I don't know. I never liked that. So that's why, like, now I like being by myself, because I like doing what I want to do, when I want to do it, how I want to do it. And I just like to play by my own rules. And some men can't handle that. They don't want you to play by your own rules. Well, you're not the man for me, honey. You're not the companion for me. You're not the buddy for me. You're not the friend for me. Because this girl here, she's going to do what she wants to do. And that's just how that's going to go. If man is calling you 30 times a day, he has way too much free time on his hands. You right. Welcome in. Is it Sankey? Sankey? Yes, but I was raised old school from being from a different country. I tend to stand out a lot. I've become very reserved. Oh, Lavique. Well, you know what? Even being from a different country, you just have to be intentional. And the good thing is that you can recognize when women are trying to sugarcoat things, because just like men wear masks, women do too. They can put on a good show. And you're right, way too much time if they calling you, asking you what you doing and what time you coming back. Look, I don't got time for all that. But I don't got time to be taking care of you. I just don't want to do none of that. The things that I had to do in a marriage, I don't think I want to do it. What does compatibility mean for you? That's a good question. What is compatibility? for me, you have to just like have your own, be able to do for yourself, take care of yourself. So I respect the women that are teaching their sons how to cook, how to clean, how to take care of your house, because I know how to do all the things I need to do for me. I need you to be able to do the same thing. So for me, it looks like you being able to stand on your own 2 feet and being intentional. Yes, I've always been intentional. Me either, simply, I don't want to do Nathan. That's how I know I don't want to be with a man. Listen, rap. Hi, Vega. I don't know what that means, but okay. Yeah, let's just be friends. That's why I said I don't think now I want to get remarried. God would have to be like, hey, this is who I sent and this is what I want you to do. Like, he really have to be standing there like, I told you to come here and I want you to be with this man. Like, because right now, the way I'm set up, I just want to be by myself and have companionship or friendship with someone that, we can go out to lunch, we can go to a concert, we can chat on the phone, we can talk about our day, and we can leave things right there. Nothing serious, nothing, no labels. I don't need your label. I don't want it. I don't want it. Starts with emotional aware mother. Starts with emotional aware mother. Yes, Liddy. I'm too selfish. I just want to enjoy my peace, my freedom, my serenity for a while. I don't want to consider anyone else at this point in my life. Jazzy J, welcome, Queen. Happy Monday. We're not talking about much, just dating, being single and dating apps. I don't know why these women want to keep using these dating apps. They're not safe. It's just not a safe thing to do. We had a young lady here and that went through a very traumatic situation using Facebook dating app, and it didn't work out for her. That third time was not a charm. That man poked her a couple times in her neck, and as she's bleeding, had her driving all over the city and just doing all, busting her. And the crazy part is he was busting her windows out while they were driving around. Mind you, she's still bleeding from the neck when he stabbed her in her neck. And they were driving around the city and he's busting her windows out. Crazy work. Yes, honesty again is the best, the only. Yeah. See, Levi, you have to be careful because it sounds like you just a really nice guy, and the nice guys, the girls, the women, the young ladies that are out here acting like hunters, because we have some that are acting like hunters. They think they're the ones that's supposed to be doing the hunting, and they taking full advantage. So you have to really be careful, and especially when you're from another country, because they think you don't know any better. So luckily, you sound like you got your head on straight. Just be careful. Just be careful. And especially if you in my city, because, honey, some of these men are not raised, they're hatched, and some of these women are too. They not being raised right, they hatched too. It's going good. How's your money? It's good, Jazzy. They told me they need me at work today, so I got the day off. I'm probably going to have the whole week off. I feel like I'm back to... I'm so glad, MMG. I was just going to ask you, how's recovery going? What's the down period for your procedure? Like, I'm glad you're feeling better, though. That's good. You don't look like them videos, girl. You're glowing in all the things, so can't tell that nothing was done. You just look good, as you always do. A woman proposing to that man. No, I did not see that. I'm going to have to go check that out. Oh, my goodness. Levi, when you walk into a room full of men, your antenna goes up. Yes? Room full of women, your antenna goes up. I'm going to update you also. Okay, that's good, MMG. Thank you for the update. Cause I've been keeping you in my prayers. Prayers is always good, even when we're going through our healing stages. Hey, Coach, how are you? Welcome in. Thank you for joining. Look, some of my people come in here. I don't have to say double tap the screen because they gonna already double tap the screen for you, girl. So I appreciate you guys for stopping by. You know, I don't do this live thing, but I was like, let's go on here and talk about dating. When I seen that show about the girl using that dating app, and like I said, I have a friend that is my age and she's using dating apps, and I could never. I'm not the person that be trying to be judgy, but I be trying to be safe. And I always tell her, like, girl, why don't you just, she like to go out a lot. So she still likes the club scene, the bar scene, and all the things. Even though, like I tell her, that ain't nowhere you want to meet no man anyway. I don't want to meet no man in no bar or no club. You better take yourself to the fruit market or something and run and bump into somebody with the buggy or something like I mean, I don't know, but not on dating app. And she stays on these dating apps and went out of town with a man from off the dating app. And baby, honey, child, sugar, I ain't doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. But I'm not, at my tender age of 51, just not really pressed for that scene, that energy, that I don't feel the need to have a mate. It seems like everyone is using them now, but you have to be careful. You got to be real careful. Yeah, she went out of town with somebody from off the app, but I was just sharing this story. I don't know if you guys seen this with this lady here in our city, and she met this man. You guys can look the
My
story up.
mother, you know, what he would have did with my body if I didn't make
But
it
she met a
off that
man
night.
off a dating app.
27-year-old Jacayla Archie says it was one of the darkest days of her life.
And it was just so scary for me. And I felt like I was just alone.
Last year around the holidays, Archie decided to give Facebook dating a try and match with 31-year-old Detroit resident Danielle Darren Sandridge Jones. After chatting online for about a month, she says they started going out and met up a few times at his home on Elmdale Street in Detroit.
Listen to music, watch movies and stuff like that. Just casual dating.
Then last month they met up again, but she
And
says this time
after,
Sandridge Jones was irate for reasons unknown to her.
and
Definitely,
after she talked to him for like a month. So she thought, she was safe to start going to see him in person after they talked for a month. And she went to his house a couple times. First of all, just let's not be going to people's house. Like, I'm not doing that. Like, that's not how you date. You don't date going to somebody's house. So, yes. Only understanding now, state of myself. No. Liddy said, having lady purse is like carrying $1 million briefcase and everyone knows. Just dangerous. Yes, it is. And we just can't be going to people's house. When you're dating in public. We're dating because what we going to your house for? We don't need to Netflix and chill. That's what the movie theater is for. That's what restaurants are for. Like, I think women have a misconception of how, let's go back to old school dating, because old school dating was not me coming to your house. Like, that's not what it was. So I'm funny. I don't want to be at your house anyway. Like, I like to be at home. And when I want to be at home, I want to be at home alone. I don't need you in my face and in my space. When we're dating and we're going out, we're going out. That's what a date is. You're taking me out. And even you don't got to come to my house to get me. Let's meet where we're going, because we might get to this third date and we go to a restaurant and I'm just not feeling your energy or your vibe. So I want to be able to get up and leave. So if you picked me up, I can't leave. I'm stuck. No, we're not doing that either. So that's why I said it couldn't and wouldn't be me. And I just, right now, my focus be on my girls and telling them, the proper way and how it should go, because You don't need to go to nobody's house and Netflix and chill. Tell him to movie theater and chill. Tell him to take you to a restaurant. No, well, yep, her first day she went to his house to watch movies and yep. After she talked to him for like a month, online back and forth, she thought the first date was cool to go Netflix and chill at his house. First of all, and I don't judge people by where they stay, but I kind of do. Because if you in the hood, I'm not coming over there to Netflix and chill with you. You in the hood. No, sir. I understand. Hi, Shay, welcome in. Um, she said they went out like one time, and then she went over there the second time, and they watched movies and chilled. That third time was just not a charm. Yeah, they were just talking back and forth for like a month. Good morning. Welcome in, Queen. But I'm not coming to your house. Like, we not doing that. Mm-mm. And if you in the hood, Dana, go play in the sandbox, okay? Get out of here. Get out of here. Nobody doing that. You about to get on my nerves. Let's see. There you go. Now you can sit in the back and watch, okay? Have a good day. You had the wrong live for a twerk session, sir. But yeah, we not doing that. Like, I'm not coming to your house to Netflix and chill. We're going to go to a restaurant. We're going to go to dinner if that's what we doing. Good morning, Anthony's. How are you? Happy Monday, Queen. But we not going to your house to sit on the couch and Netflix and chill. Nope. I be telling my daughters, like, her friends are good. Like I said, she's 21 going on 22. They good for getting an Airbnb because, they young and that's what they want to do to hang out. Honey, don't get no Airbnb in the hood. Like, she showed me an Airbnb one time. They was about to rent to have, like, a girls thing. I'm like, why y'all in the hood with it? Like, no, y'all can't find a better Airbnb? Because what type of people you about to be attracted to the, like, to the party? Like, girl, no, we not doing that. I can do that alone in my place. Right, Liddy. I don't need to come over your house to sit on the couch and watch a movie. I can stay home and do that. I don't need to come because that's not a date. And that's another thing. See, these girls, younger girls, they have the wrong conception of what a date is. That's not a date. Sitting on somebody's couch watching TV is not a date. Not to me. That's not a date. So I can only teach. How old is my baby? My youngest is 14. My oldest is 33. My children are grown and gone. I have 3 adult children and I have 1 teenager. But yeah, we're not doing the Netflix and chill things. Like, girls have to be really careful. But like I said, when you have discernment, you can smell the BS from a mile away. You can smell the BS from a mile away. But if you don't have that, you got to learn how to listen to I tell my daughters all the time, if you're not tapped in to your spiritual wisdom yet, because, it takes us a minute to get there, Sometimes we be a little older than younger when we get there, and that's okay. But you got to listen to your conscience and your intuition. You always got that little voice in the back telling you, like, yeah, don't do that, or this not a good place to be. And if you feel like that, you need to exit stage left. Like, we just have to move different as women. Like Liddy said, as women, just what we carry, our bodies, it's like carrying a million dollar briefcase. You're not walking around in the hood with $1 million briefcase, are you? So, like, you're not going to catch me in the hood, period. I ain't coming to your hood. If you tell me where you stay and it sounds like it's close to the hood, I ain't coming. I ain't coming to your house anyway, because, like, at my age now, I don't want to be at your house. I want to be at home. And that's just that. A decent guy got my play with a lot. It really left a bad taste. I bet. See, That's why you got to be careful, Levi. You got to be careful because these women, and just because they older women, that don't mean nothing. Some of them are hunting too. Some of them don't got their own stuff together, so they hunting the younger men for that reason. And see, when you got your stuff together enough and you know better, you do better. That's why I say my seasoned self, I could never date a young man. I wouldn't want to date a young man. Me and a young man don't have anything in common. I've raised 4 children. I've raised 2 bonus children. We don't have nothing in common, me and a young man. He has not even experienced life. So why would I want him? Because I'm going to have to train him and teach him, and I don't want to do that. I have 5 dogs that I trained. I don't want to train a man. I just don't. Liddy said, you have to listen to the within. Research holistically what means gut instinct. Yes, what you can eat can disrupt your natural gut instinct. Makes us easy prey, ladies. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Because when you eat BS, you might be more acceptable to accepting BS. So you do. You definitely do. Lavique said, you are right. Being a decent guy got my heart played with a lot. It really left. Yeah, you got to just be careful. These women can be kind of cutthroat. MMG. Look, I can't do it. My friend is dating a younger guy now. He's like 35 and she 50, 52. I'm like, girl, you go for it. My daughter 33. I can't touch nothing that's my daughter's age. I just can't do it. I don't want to have fun with you. I don't want to play with you. I don't want you. I need me somebody. I don't need anybody right now. But sometimes Stella be wanting to get her groove back, but God put me over here for a reason. And I'm like, you got me sitting over here in celibacy for a reason. So I just can't be celibate for all these years and then just go playing in the sandbox and rolling in the hay for a quick little pleasure. I just can't do it. I'd rather go to the mall. And I don't even like the mall. I'd rather go to the mall. There's the younger men always be after us seasoned women. They do. They be wanting the seasoned women. They do. You know what? Because the seasoned women have they together. That's why. I know I was young when I had my oldest too. I was going on 17, going on 18 when I had my oldest. So, but I don't want to date nobody her age. I don't even want to play with you. Because honestly, that's all it would be is me playing with you. Like, I wouldn't be able to take nobody serious. My mom is always like, you know. Like, I mean, yeah, like, I would just be playing with you. So, God is equal. God is. The womb is the way, the portal to this world. Oh, my stomach, bro. You know what? Every bit since I've been intermittent fasting, my body is starting to want to eat earlier and earlier, and I'm gonna need it to calm down. Mama is all. Have to stop being in the shop, ladies, for sale, because you are holy ground. Wish I knew. I don't know. Simply, some are making it work. Some are. Like, you know what? I'm going to give. Some are making it work, you know. And that's cool. That's cool. But I just can't do it. I guess probably too, I haven't ran across any that I will even want to talk to. So they haven't come across my way. So, and I'm not looking for them either, but they haven't just crossed my path. They haven't crossed my road. So Eating early is good. I know, Liddy, but I've been doing intermittent fasting for a while. So I don't know. It just been working for me. So it keeps me from overeating and with the working out. Usually if I drink a juice in the morning, I think it's because I started off my morning with coffee, and I didn't start off with like a juice or something like that. Usually when I drink a juice instead of coffee or something, it kind of curbs my appetite, I guess, because all the stuff that's in it. But today, oof, I did not. I started straight with coffee and my stomach like, I want some food. But I'll eat in the next 20 minutes. I'll probably get off of here so I can go have lunch. And since my daughter's out of school this week, I'll go get her some lunch and we'll have a little lunch date today since I didn't have to go in. But she not gonna want to go out. She probably gonna want me to go pick up something because I don't do the DoorDash. It doesn't work out for me every time. It's funny. I tried the DoorDash one day and my food was so cold. Okay. And I called the restaurant to complain and they was like, your dasher sat outside our restaurant for like 15 minutes after he picked your order up. So see, I don't have time for that. So I'll just go pick my food up myself and it'll be hot and fresh and that'll be good. Because it's a new little burger joint that's near us. And I felt like the food would have been really, really good had it been hot. And the sad part is the place is not that far from me, so it should have been pretty hot. So yeah, I don't got time to play with these little Door Dashers and they sitting there holding my food hostage, playing games, or sitting there talking on their phone to their boo thing, and my food sitting on your front seat, getting cold as ice. So I'll probably go get her lunch, and she'll probably be really excited about that. Because my daughter, she like me, her hair not done, she's not going to leave out the house. And she's in the process of redoing her hair. And I'm happy for her. She's over here practicing how to do her own hair. And I love that for her. So I'm like, girl, ain't nobody about to keep paying no $45, $50 for no ponytail. You better go in there and do your own ponytail. I should have told her, Anthony's be over there doing her own hair. You better go. So I'm trying to get her to learn how to do all the things so she can save money. Like, I think next year I'm going to start letting her practice, like, putting lashes on. She'll be taking a class to learn how to do nails. And I bought her, like, the gel polish, so she has the lamp so she can know how to cure and do all that herself. So now I got her some tips for Christmas so she could put the little tips on. And she's an artist, so I want her to start. She can really be making some press-ons, girl. And look, her mama is been hustling since I was younger. Like, when it comes to making money, I'm going to always find a way to make another bag. So I'm like, girl, you take that art, apply it to them nails, and you can be selling press-ons, honey. Like, look. Let's see what them press-ons running for. So you can be selling you some. She has a lot of talent. So I'm trying to make her execute it. Because that's one thing I can say. When I was younger, my mom did not push me into my talents. So I want her to, yes, I saw that, Anthony's, and it's crazy because I found the page. I don't even know how I stumbled on Jay's nail page. And I'm trying to get back to it so I can show it to her. I wanted to share it with my daughter so she can go look at it and see. Like, girl, let's give her some inspo on pushing her art out there because she can draw really well. I actually want to, I asked her, can I show some of her pictures one day and share her art? Because, yeah, there's a lady that does early 2000s nail design in her own booth and charge old school prices. Lucrative. See? And that's what I'm saying, Liddy. I learned how to do a lot of things when I was younger, and I just did not stay in my talents. Like, I know how to do nails. I did my own hair. I used to do my own braids, box braids, full head of box braids. Do mine, my girls. The only thing I didn't like doing was feet. Like, I do my own feet, but I didn't want to do other people's feet. So I would have been a nail tech that didn't do pedicures. But I need to, yeah. And that's me, Anthony's. I'm trying to tap back into my crafty side because I've always been a crafty girl, from making things to doing nails to, now, I never was an artist. Like, my daughter can draw. When I say that girl got mad skills, she got mad skills. And her art alone, like, baby, we about to work on a scholarship because she can, she would be able to, you know, go somewhere with her art. And I tell her, art is not just drawing. Art, it's so many facets of art. Like, you can put that on the wall. You can murals. You can do all kinds of things. Make jewelry. Like, it's so many different facets of art and so many places you can go with it. Welcome in, Grammy. Auntie looking real sexy today. Auntie can get it. Not Auntie. I guess I have reached the age of auntie, huh? I think I'm past auntie, because what's aunties now? How old are the aunties these days? I'm about to be listening in the background. Got to take my daughter to the doctor. She caught that virus going on. Oh, Anthony's, I hope she feel better. I just got over it over the weekend. That's why I wasn't going live over the weekend. I didn't have any Valentine's Day plans, but your girl was down with a 24-hour bug. I'm glad it was just like short, because the last time I caught a virus from the little students at school, it was like 5 days. It just lingered for 5 days. I was like, this is not cool. But I hope your baby feels better. Yes, the box braids, Anthony's. Yes, girl. And I don't think my daughter will ever sit there and do her whole head like me, because she don't have the patience. But she, like I said, that art, I want her to know all the things that us women like to do for ourselves. Like, learn how to do your hair. Learn how to do your nails. Learn how... Stop giving these people your money. If you have the skills and the talents, do it yourself. Why we keep going, like I told her, I'm tired of going to give the nail shop my money. You can do my nails. I'll pay you. I'd rather give you my money. And you can do my nails. So I'm really pushing her into all her talents. I want her to tap in to every creative bone in her body. I don't care what it is. And if you try it and don't like it, that's great. That's okay. Like, you ain't gonna like everything. You're not gonna want to do everything I did. But let's at least try. Yep, and that's what, Jazzy, that's how I learned. I started practicing. Mother or the feminine is creation. Bless up to her and all her endeavors. Thank you, Liddy. Yep, these prices are ridiculous. Like, a French tip, $60 if you want the color. And, you know, it's just crazy work. I be hearing girls talking about they paid $100 and something for their nails to get done. I wish I would. I would never. It's not a nail tech out here. I'm about to give you $100 anything. $100 for you to give me some change back, but not for you to... That's not about to be the cost of my service. I would never pay you that. Like, that's insane. You still an auntie? Okay, so we still auntie age. Okay. I can be auntie. But yeah, Granny is 60 and up. Oh, okay. I ain't Granny. No, gone with the Granny. We is not at Granny age yet. Like, I respect the grannies. Like, my mama is at Granny age. My mama is 65. So yeah, she's Granny. Yeah, I'm not Granny age. Okay. Look, MMG, keep me on top, girl. Keep me on top. Because look, yes, so we still aunties. Okay. I can dig it. I can dig it. Aunties with all the little young things. That's why the little young things trying to get after us. They trying to get after the aunties because they figure the aunties got their head on straight. These chicken head girls out here talking crazy, and all they want to do is be turned up all the time and running the young fella's pockets. See, aunties ain't trying to do all that. Like, we don't need your money. It's very welcome, but we don't need it. So, you know, the standards is a little different. So I think that's why the younger men like the older women. And some of the younger men like the older women because they looking for a sugar mama. And I ain't about to be your sugar mama, honey. I ain't got no sugar to give you. Definitely not. But what is everyone doing on this Monday? MMG, are you out and about? Are you going out and about? Jazzy say, hell no. Right. We not trying to be sugar mamas. No, ain't nobody doing that. Like, I don't want to be a sugar mama. Mm-mm. Not at all. Yeah, y'all. So, I don't know. I think we touched on every. So, some people were asking, I asked somebody the other day, are you dating for companionship, for love, or for peace? I don't see how you get peace in dating. But I guess some people would be. You door dashing? Look, okay, Levique. Hey, I ain't mad at you. Get your hustle on, and if you in the right part of the city, it's 11:50. It's about to be jumping in the city because everybody about to be ordering lunch. Okay, lunchtime is approaching. It actually started about an hour ago. So yes, but dating for peace. I don't see how you're getting peace in dating. Yeah, me either, Liddy. No, I would never allow a man. I always say my casa is for me and my children. Me and my children. I would never live together. I'm not doing that ever. I did that when I was young. And I tell my daughters that now, like my youngest, the in between ages. See, my oldest daughter is married, so she has a husband. My son, he's a bachelor. So, but I tell them, don't be trying to live with nobody. If any, it is more stressful. Grammy said he not trolling. Grammy, you okay? Long as you're respectful, you can stay. You are okay. But I tell them, don't play house. Don't be shacking up. Get your own space in your own place because it's nothing like having your own. You get to know yourself better when you're in your own space. It's peaceful. You gotta have a peaceful spot that's just your own, and that's your home. So like me, my casa, no man can come. You can't come over here and sit on the couch. You can't spend a night. You can't even come over here and chill. Like, none of that. Like, we're not doing none of that. Like, I don't want you. I want you to. Yeah, Lavique, see, you smart. Okay, look at you. I knew you was a smart young man. Yes, stay in the suburbs with it. Because, honey, when I used to do ship during COVID when we were laid off because I could not just sit around. And I was delivering groceries in all the suburbs, okay? I was not going in the hood at all. So if you wanted me to bring your groceries, you had to be in the suburbs because nope, wasn't coming to the hood, period. But I tell them, don't let no man move in with you. Don't you be trying to move in with no man. Get your own place. Have your own. It's nothing like a child that has their own. Bless the child that has their own. Anything shady, I'm sweating. Right, Liddy. Exactly. Yes. Nathan, welcome in. Hello. How are you? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Jazzy said, if anything is more stressful, it is. And that's why I'm saying I don't see why people say they date for peace. That part I don't understand because I didn't get peace until I was by myself. I didn't get peace dating. Dating can be complicated. It can be stressful. One, you're listening to someone else's things and, oh, good evening. Okay, it's evening where you are. I forgot. It doesn't bring peace to me. Like, I don't get that. But I would say, are we dating for love or companionship? Like for me, I love me. So you don't have to, I'm not looking for love necessarily either. Those are probably the ones that don't know how to be alone. Exactly, Jazzy. And some women don't know how to be alone. Like, I think even for myself, because I was in relationships for so long and so young, that I had to learn how to be alone. And that's a learning process. Like, you can't just go from being in relationships. You don't know how to be alone. Sometimes you looking, and then you have to ask yourself, what are you looking for? Like, what's going on? What's, what's driving me to want that I feel like I have to be with someone. So sometimes that goes all the way back to childhood trauma. It's a whole nother topic for another day. But we have to be mindful of why we're looking for the things that we are looking for. Like now, I'm not looking for love. Like it would just be companionship for me. Like just to have that buddy, that pal to kick it with. You know what I'm saying? Like almost like a girlfriend. But I remember my one guy friend, he used to be like, you be talking to me like I'm one of your girlfriends. Like you be telling me stuff that I guess guys don't particularly be wanting to hear. But I thought we was cool like that. So, I used to be kicking it with him like that. But I need you to be that kind of companion because I don't have a lot of girlfriends. I don't do the girlfriend thing. Girls are messy. They have always been messy. Women are messy. Young ladies are messy. And I just never been the young lady that had a lot of girlfriends. So my circle was always really tiny, very, very small. And it still is. Like now it's almost like no circle at all. My circle is my daughters, my mom. That's my circle. One love. Welcome from Africa. Kiki. Welcome. Is it Siki or Leaky? What you look for? I wasn't ever told to open my eyes, just out there playing in the pen. Exactly. I wasn't taught what to look for in a relationship. I was just, I don't know. I think having someone, it just felt, it was like a comfort, like a security blanket for me. And I was in a relationship young. Yeah. And see, Jazzy, 2 friends, and that's it. I don't know, it's something about keeping your circle small. It's less drama. And let me ask you this, Jazzy. So you got two girlfriends. Are they like, do they know each other? Are you guys all friends, or do you just have like you have 2 separate relationships with 2 separate females? Because I know like my daughter have some friends that don't intermingle with her other friends. You know what I'm saying? Like my daughter's in a sorority. She's a Delta. So she has her Delta friends, and then she has her friends outside of her sorority. Okay. So, and I think that is awesome, like to have, separate friendships and relationships. I have friends from back in the day, like I would say like maybe 3 that I could call right now that will pull up. You know what I'm saying? Um, but I always been to myself. And when I was in high school, I had more guy friends than I had girlfriends. And the girls back in my day, they was like probably, I don't know, they might be worse now. I don't know. These girls today, like having different age kids, I've seen different things with my girls and my son going to high school. So it's like, I don't know, these kids today, they kind of weird. But because like the things that they do, like I was a private person. Like I wasn't giving you access to me like that. Like these friends now they share too much. Like my daughters, they be having each other's passwords and girl, what? You ain't about to be all up in my stuff like that. Like y'all just too intertwined. It just be a little bit much for me. So I don't be understanding it. They're weird. I look, I'm trying to whisper. These kids are weird. They just are. Like it ain't no sugar coating. You can't put sugar on shit. They weird. They are. They just weird. Like they be falling asleep on the phone with each other. Like and they girls. Like they be like, why? I used to fall asleep on the phone with my boyfriend. But they just weird. They weird. I'd be like, you can't. And I tried to tell my 14-year-old, but sometimes you gotta let them experience stuff. People are desensitized now. They are very desensitized. And I'm like, you got to keep some stuff private, and then you got to keep some stuff to yourself. Like, you can't share everything. Jeez. Like, some stuff is not meant to be shared. All right, Anthony's, have a good day, sweetie, and I hope your daughter feels better. I will say a prayer for baby girl. Keep her hydrated. Lots of fluids, lots of fluids. Yeah, they do. They do a whole, yeah, they be in a group chat, sleeping on the phone. They be wanting to spend the night. Like, I just wasn't, I wasn't allowed to spend the night at people's house. That was absolutely out of the question. I didn't even ask because I already knew the answer was no. It wasn't no sense in me asking my friend to ask my mama, like, none of that. That just was not happening. And that's one of the old school things that I brung to my life with my children. I don't do the overnights. And I think I allowed my youngest, to spend the night with one of her friends. And oh, baby, when I say the 33-year-old had something to say, the 21-year-old had something to say. They say, you would never let us spend a night nowhere. I don't know what made me break on that. They was like, you getting soft in your older age. And I'm like, it's not that. I don't know what it was. It was just, I was really, really comfortable with the environment, the mom, and I don't know. I just let her, she had that experience, like something, she experienced something. And I think when you have kids that are spaced out, sometimes that will happen. Like somebody will get to, people be on this live stream and sleep. They do. I think they do, Liddy. They really do. I think sometimes you do change things up, but I don't know. You say I pop in the camera and everybody, Jazzy, me too. When I go in there, they stop talking because I be like, what y'all talking about? I be all in their business. But I'm involved to, my kids are not just allowed to, like I do phone checks on my daughter's phone. I be needing to know what's going on. Tiff, happy Monday. Welcome in. Tiff, we was talking about dating. Now we just all over the place with the conversation. But welcome in. Happy Monday to you, beautiful. I hope you had a happy Valentine's Day. Lavique said, I have one female friend. She's been around since I was 20. She taught me the game. That's what's up. See, and I love that for like my 21-year-old daughter. She has a guy friend. They're like brother and sister. And I used to have a lot of guy friends, and people be like, oh, you can't be friends with a guy. Like some guys, I think they just insecure, because females can definitely be friends with a guy. That's another reason. Another thing I don't miss, like my ex-husband, I lost a lot of my friends when I got married because he was insecure of the male friendships. So it was like they kind of got dropped to the side. So like now, all those friends, some of them have passed away, some of them moved away, and we're disconnected now. So, and he used to always say, oh, you can't be friends with no guy. I think you can be. I think some, I think you just, I don't know, some women can't be, or maybe, I don't think you can be friends, just say, oh, that's my friend and y'all used to sleep together. Now, come on now. Keeping pet lions, Liddy. See, Liddy, you old school, so I feel the old school soul. So, because that's what my grandma used to say. She used to be like, when you're with someone, you don't need male friends. Now, I agree. Once I got married, I was okay with not being able to constantly communicate with them. But I will say now, I think it's healthy to have friends. Any guy I'm with, me can't be friends with no girl. They want to lay with you. And a lot of them do. So I think that's why people be like kind of skeptical about the opposite sex with the friendship thing. But I think when you get married, you definitely have to be like, nope. Nope. Because, men know. And I respected my husband enough to, if that's what he felt, that's what he felt, Even though men have double standards. I found out after we were married, he had a female best friend. So how can you have a female best friend and I can't have my male friends? So see, some men just have double standards. But I don't know. I think people have to find a way far as that, and see what they can what they're willing to tolerate within their relationships. We don't like to listen. We don't. But I respected it. So like I said, a lot of my male friends I lost along the way. So, but it was okay. My marriage was more important to me than holding on to those friendships. I really don't think. Yeah. And like even my ex, he don't think that men and women can be friends. He did not believe in that's my friend. He was not trying to hear that. So any friends that I had while I was dating him, they were definitely kept like way on the back burner, like way back there. Like we barely talked. Like we would see each other in passing, and if I seen one in passing, I would introduce them and things of that nature. But yeah, he wasn't trying to meet them, like hang out with them. Mm-mm. Like he just was like, nope, 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 nope. So I don't know. I just think that's why when we're dating, we have to be open, honest about what we're looking for, what we're wanting. And we have to know ourselves. Like you have to know yourself. You have to love yourself, because if you don't, you definitely cannot love anybody else. Hey, May. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Happy Monday. I got the older guys looking at me crazy because I'm not out there sleeping around. Yeah, and you know what? Just because you're younger and you don't got to be sleeping around. I tell my girls, everybody you kick it with, you ain't got to sleep with them. You ain't got to sleep with them at all. You don't. Like everybody, you don't got to give your body to. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Let me pin your comments. Man, always come in with the, I think I like this one. Uh-oh, let me unpin this one and pin the other. I pinned the wrong one. Sometimes I do not like my phone. Y'all, do y'all know yesterday I went through, I was all day. This iPhone gotta go. I'm going to have to upgrade my phone because I do not have enough storage. Yesterday I was over here deleting my life away, trying to make a video, and it was not working. Then I was trying to, like, I got stuff sitting in my drafts that I was trying to edit, and it wasn't working. I was like, okay, iPhone, you know what? Storage full. I done exceeded all the storage. Don't have no storage nowhere. So I'm like, yep, it's time to get a new phone with way more space so I don't have this issue. Because iPhone got me ready to switch over to an Android. I'm like, I was so frustrated. Throw the whole phone in the garbage. Like, I was over here literally deleting. I done removed apps, trying to do all the things to have space, and it just was not working out. I was like, what is happening? I think iPhone be setting us up because it's like, what is happening? Yep. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm not, like I said, dating now would look different. It would be more of companionship because not looking for love. I think remarrying is off the table for me. Not doing that. I don't want the job. I don't want the chore of it. And like I said, God would literally have to be like standing there talking about, hey, this what you doing. Like he would have to really be ordering my steps because, And I'm going to have to ask him, like, just like you ordered me to be celibate, like you got to give me confirmation that this is what you want me to do because, honey, I'm running. I'm running from anybody that, first of all, don't say the B-A-B-Y word. And I don't want to play house. I don't want to help raise your children. Now, I would say the exception that I would make to that would be that I'm with someone and say the mama passed away or something. Like, it would have to be like something like that. Like, but God knows my heart. I'm not looking to do that again. After raising 2 bonus children, I don't think I want that task either. Been there, done that. You know how they say been there, done that? Been there, done that. So, yeah. I don't know what this. Oh, no. Yeah, so that's that for me. Liddy said Mary was the setup. She was. Mary was. You guys, I got this diffuser. Whoa. And it is, baby. I got peppermint oil in it, and it smells so good. Like, when I say it makes me come in my office, and I just be in this calm little space. I be like, ooh, it's so comfortable in here. I come right in here in the morning. I open the blinds, get that window open so I can look out at the sky, see the sun, let the sun come on in and shine down on your girl. And it just be so peaceful. I was so glad when they said, you don't have to come into work today. I was like, oh, I get to see here and do all the things that I want to do. So I do have some things that I'm going to be working on. Today I will be finished, or not finished, because I'm not going to finish it today. But this is my diamond painting that I'm currently working on. And this is one of my crafts that I like to do in my downtime. So I'll be working on that after lunch, after I get some food in my tummy, yummy, yummy. But it is, Jazzy. It's so peaceful and so calm. I'm taking down my Valentine tree, Jazzy. These was my little gnomes that was sitting around. So I'm about to take the tree down in my office because I decided that Valentine's Day was it for me as far as the tree. So we went from Christmas to Valentine's. And that's all I was going to do. I'm not doing the St. Patrick's Day tree. My friend was like, she going to just keep her tree up all year round. She done bought St. Patrick's stuff. She going to do a spring tree. Then she going to do a Easter tree, a spring tree. She doing a tree for every... I said, girl, you can have that. Like, I did a Valentine's Day tree, and I'm okay with it. Yes, I love my gnomes. I do. I love my gnomes. I don't know when it became a thing for me. But, and nobody, I think when I was married, I bought my first gnome to go in my garden because I used to plant flowers all the time. And my ex-husband used to like to plant flowers. And I was like, what? You don't find men that like to plant flowers. But I think because his mama used to make him plant them. So he used to plant flowers. And I had bought this gnome and it just sat in my flower garden. So now I'm just like a gnome girly. And my son used to be like, them things are so creepy. They are so ugly. I love gnomes. Gnomes and butterflies. I love them. So, yeah, I'm going to be putting up the, did you take your tree? You said yours still up. Who knows when it's coming down. Jazzy, your tree looks so cute. I loved it. I didn't know you left your big tree up. You did your big tree. You did your big one, girl. It was really pretty. I loved it. But, yeah, I'm a, mother is key. Yep. Yeah, his mom used to have him out there doing some stuff, Liddy. That's one thing I could say. When I was married, like I said, it wasn't all bad. And, it was when he got distracted and he let the enemy in and he just was being led by the enemy. And that's when I had to be like, you gonna sink the ship, buddy. You supposed to be steering the ship. You can't lead me. You supposed to be the leader. You can't lead me if you're making this. You keep putting holes in the ship. We're gonna sink. So I had to abandon ship. But God rest his soul. He's not here anymore. So hopefully he's in heaven with his mama. Back with his mama. But yeah. That man was, I think he set the bar for me as far as wanting to be married, because I never saw myself raising anyone else's children. Like, I did all the things that I didn't see myself doing, like raising someone else's kids and dealing with somebody who, like I said, my kids came from a structured background. His children were like, whoop-de-doo, like there was no structure. So, like, my kids had to do chores, and when they used to come over, they like, chores? We don't have to do that. Oh, well, you have to do it at my house. So, purple sheet, color purple. Yeah, so it's different when, you know, when you've been married and you raised other children. Tiff, you are always multitasking. I love that about you. I appreciate you, though. I appreciate you for being here. Just running around bags. Open them. Yes. It was something. It was a challenging time in my life, I must say. But I wouldn't want to do it again. Like, I don't regret it, but I wouldn't want to do it again. I don't want to raise anyone else's children. That was very challenging for me. So, yep. I appreciate the experience. Wasn't sure that I needed it, but I appreciate it. I did the best I could. And yeah, how they turned out is how they turned out. It's like I said, when you're working with a whole nother parent that's not on the same page, or the same mindset as you, it's kind of hard. So you got your level-minded person, and then you got the ghetto person over here that's like, don't have no common sense, no nothing. All they mama cared about was what bottle she was gonna buy on payday and getting her hair done, while the kids run up down the street looking like little dust bunnies. Like, that's just what it was. And here I come trying to save the world. And I was like, oh, they can come live with us and we can take care of them and give them a better life. Yeah. So, yeah, your girl not doing that no more. We're not going to do that. So, yep. What is everyone's plans for this beautiful Monday? Y'all, I think we don't reach 40 degrees, and I'm excited because, honey, if you know about Michigan, you know we've been down here cold as ever. In the negatives and all of the things. It is 44 degrees outside, you guys, and the sun is out. And our high today is 52. It would never be 52. Not in the month of February. That is beautiful. I'm excited. That is exciting. I'm looking forward to going out grabbing lunch. Look, I might be like the Door Dasher, sit in my car and eat. No, I gotta go grab food and bring it back for my kiddo. But yeah, we got some good temps this week. I'm looking at the weather, but then that's the calm before the storm. Next week, we back into the 30s. I know you enjoying it because it's nice. And we've been cold. We've been down here cold, cold, cold. That's why I say, if you know about Michigan, we've been down here where it's negative and the feel like is 0 and freezing. So, honey, that's 44 is nice. That's real nice. So I'm going to go outside. I'm going to go outside. So I'm going to go grab lunch. I want to thank everyone. Thank you, Liddy, for being here. Thank you for stopping in, Lavik. I hope you have a wonderful Monday. I may come back on later on, you guys, because I ain't going to even hold you. I need watch hours. I'm not, tripping about it. Like, we all need watch hours. The goal is to get monetized, but I feel like my channel is just going to be slow paced because I'm not in a rush, It is what it is. I can't, I don't know. I can't find a niche per se. I don't know what that is for myself right now. And I'm just going to be me and chat with my people. And I like talking to people. And yeah, when the weather break. Yes, Liddy, what's the weather where you are? Yes, I'll take you on an adventure. I will. I'll take you guys down to the Riverwalk. It's really, our downtown is really, really nice. Off the water is really, really nice. That's right, MMG. I can't do nothing but do me. You know, I always say I'm not a content creator. I'm not a YouTube girly. I'm not a vlogger. I'm not a reaction channel. Like, even though, like, you want to hear something funny, MMG? I was being a bit of a troll the other day, and somebody told me to go look at something. Why they tell me to go, and why I go look? Why did I go look at the thing over there on the McIntyre side? And girl, I was all in the comments making comments. I said, "What you crying about now? Cause you got to move again?" Like, I was over there just being mischief, just in mischief, just girl. And I was like, "Get yourself from over here. You ain't got no business on this side of the road. Get from over here." Because I was all in the comments, just saying stuff. So, you said same cold and not a calm before the storm. How do you get on YouTube Live? Well, if you have, what you got to have, like 50, is it 50 subscribers to go live? You just hit your little, if you have the subscriber count, you just hit the little plus signal on your device and just go live. If you pick up a hobby, don't forget us. Oh, I won't. I won't. And that's it. MMG, I'm so glad you said that. Just do you. You never been to the Riverwalk? Lavique, you never been to the Riverwalk? Oh my goodness, it's so beautiful down there. I love the Riverwalk, especially in the summertime or even in the fall when it's not like super, super cold because it's, of course, it's off the water, but it's so nice. Like, oh my goodness, the peace that you get from sitting down there, especially if you're on the opposite end of where all the kids be. Oh my goodness. It's like I used to always say I would never want a bike rack on my car, but honey, nowadays, it's safer to ride your bike like downtown at the Riverwalk than being on the streets. Yeah, I wish I had one. I wish I had one. Thank you, MMG. You know what? You are like the day one, the real one. I love you, Queen. Thank you so much. And, you know, that's all I can do. I can't do nothing but be myself. I'm never going to come over here and try to portray something that I'm not. I am a woman of a particular age. And I'm just basically starting over at 50, you know. I'm divorced. I have 4 children. My children are grown and gone. And I'm just on a reset in my life. Like, that's where I'm at. I'm doing my fitness journey. My MMG, how are you doing on the 75 soft challenge? I'm doing really well. I'm really proud of myself. The only thing I can say I've been slacking is reading my book. Been slacking reading my book. But I'm doing really well with my journaling and reading a little bit. I try to read a couple pages. Even if I don't read the 10, we're supposed to be reading 10 pages a day. But today I might be able to read more than 10 pages since I'm off. But journaling every day. Yeah. And I am going to pray for you, Queen. I keep my queens in my prayers. I pray for you guys even when you don't ask me to. Because I feel like we built a relationship. And I'm like Coach Meering said, I'm about building community. I'm for building relationships and just having people to kick it with on here. Like, you know, about real life stuff. Like, I'm just living in real time. Your girl is not, you know, on this weight loss journey. I'm not trying to lose weight, but I'm trying to stay healthy and live a long life and a healthy life. And I'm honestly trying to get off. I take a little bitty, ugly little yellow pill, little blood pressure pill. I'm trying to kick it to the curb, you know? Just like my fupa. I gave her eviction papers. So she got evicted. And she like Peach McIntyre. She got to move out. She got to move out. So, yeah, and that's where I'm at. I've been juicing and doing all the things and just things to keep my mental health in check as well. Because I'm the person that always do everybody else and put myself on the back burner. But guess what? This year, my no has been real strong. My no game is strong. And I'm not putting myself last anymore. It's all about me. And that's why I don't think dating will be something I'll be doing, because I like being all about me. I like being selfish and doing what I want to do. And like I said, when I want to do it, how I want to do it. So right now, all I want to do is make money, save money, work on my house. Um, I got a story time for y'all. Maybe I'll do that later, about how this contractor ran off with my money 2 times. Not the same one, 2 different contractors. Gutted my kitchen. I have a gutted kitchen and never came back and did the work. So, your girl is on her grind to recoup the money that has been stolen from me. Hey, Stash, welcome in. And just fix my home, get my health in order, be healthy, be fit, and exercising and working out and making that a life change. Like, I'm not just trying to work out temporarily. Like, I've been working out with Coach Mean since January 19th, and I'm going to I'm gonna put my big girl drawers on and show y'all some pictures that I don't want to show y'all, but I'm going to share my journey with y'all. So I will be showing like how I looked when I started, like where I was at and where I'm at now. I think Coach told me, Coach, if you still in here, because I know you at work, how often she told me to take selfies of myself just to see my progress. And when I say, baby, the body gonna be tea. I'm gonna have some body yaddy yaddy over here, okay? And if you didn't know, Coach Mean is a bootyologist. So the booty gonna be bootying, okay? Little booties matter too, okay? Your girl we ain't dragging no big trunk back there, but little booties matter. So yeah, the peach gonna be peachy. So that's what I'm doing, and that's what I'm gonna be documenting. Yes, Liddy, no stress. It's important for health. Thank you. Stash Cash is in the building. Welcome, Stash. We were just talking about dating in here, Stash. My gym on and working the glutes. Yes, Liddy, working them glutes. And Coach starts us out. Every workout, we starting with them 50 squats. So 50 squats a day, every day. Oh, yeah, the glutes is going to be in check, too. They going to be in check, too. So if you guys don't know, if you're not following, go check out I Am Coach Mean. She is a plus size fitness coach, and baby, when I say she gets down with the get down, she gets down with the get down. And I always tell people, like, don't talk junk, because baby, wait till you get to the end of our workout. And when she do that stretch, I bet you can't, because I can't. And I'm only, 5'3", and my little butt can't do it, okay? Can't do it at all. But I'm working on it. I'm going to be able to stretch my arms out and put my boobs to the floor on the mat. Right now, your girl can't do it. But that's where I'm at. I am just trying to live a healthy life, a long life. I want to live to be 115 years old if God is willing. So I tell people, and that's another reason why I'm not dealing with no stress and no mess from no man or nobody else, because, baby, I've lived half my life expectancy already. So to be 50 and fabulous, I dare not let you come over here disturbing my peace. No, sir, no, ma'am. We can't do that. But, Lavique, you have abstract. Oh, my goodness. Welcome in, Queen. How are you? How are you? I seen a sis go from 50 to 28 in a year. I mean, turn back natural time. Yes, okay, that's what I'm talking about. I'm trying to, look, I'm just trying to live like a long life and just feel good. Like I want to still be able to move around and do a little 1-2 on the dance floor if I want to or whatever. That's good. Hey Hassan, you back? Question for a man who loves arms. Would you mind loving your arms and cherishing them? Your arms and cherishing them. Question for a man who loves arms. Would you mind loving your arms and cherishing them? I don't think I understand the question. Hassan, mind your man. Oh, mind your man. Loving your arms. No. Skin, yes, Liddy. Skin, hair, eyes, rejuvenate the whole body. Yes, all of it. And that's what I'm on. I'm on my self-care routine. My just for it's almost like the product. They used to have a product for the kids' hair. Just for me. I'm all about me this year. So this will be my first time like being really, really selfish. And it's okay to be selfish sometimes, especially when you've been the people pleaser. So people pleasing got evicted with the FUPA. They all had to go. So yeah, there's no more people pleasing over here. I'm not about pleasing anyone other than myself this year. And yeah, that's what I'm doing. So I'm gonna let y'all see my journey, my my fitness journey and how everything is going. But yeah, it was written, go within. Yes, go within. I like that, Liddy. Liddy, you have a lot of wisdom, and I love that because I like to learn from people who have lots of wisdom to offer. So I like that. Thank you for rocking out with me. I appreciate you being here. You've been hanging out with me for a while. I don't even know how long I've been on here, y'all. I don't even know how long to see. I think it's been a minute though. It's been over an hour. But it was a nice conversation. Thank you. Thank you. And I've met, some good people on here. That's why I said I'm all about building community. It's not just about I know everybody's goal is to get monetized and all the things. I'm doing other things. So I got some other stuff going on. I need to be trying to figure out how to integrate some of the, I might have to do a whole nother channel for it, but it's cool. Trying to integrate. Yeah, you missed dating of a particular age. We've been talking about it for a while, but that's okay. We can recap and we can talk some more about it later on. I just need to go get lunch because I do my intermittent fasting. Hi, son. Welcome in. And it is now 12:30. I haven't ate today, so I'm going to go, since my daughter's out of school, I'm going to go grab us some lunch. And then, see, that's the thing. I'm not one of the people that can sit and do the, like, mukbang thing, sit and talk and eat at the same time. I like to eat in peace. So I will eat my lunch and then come back. So we can, yes, Abstract, we can do a panel. You know what? I need to look into downloading StreamYard, and we can do a panel. That would be really fun, so we can revisit this conversation. Yes, Queen. I love that. I love that. No, I don't. But you know what? I'm going to look into it today. Since I'm off work today, I'm going to look into StreamYard and downloading it. And yes, that would be awesome. We could do a panel. Hi, Matthew. Welcome in. That would be nice. Look, let me get my handy dandy notebook. So your girl keeps everything written down. I'm very organized. So I'm going to write that down because yes, that would be nice for us to do a panel about it. That way we can really dive into it. And Liddy, I would love for you to be there. So what we will do is we'll get it together, get it organized and things, and figure out when we're going to do it. You can learn it, do some test panels just to get the gist of the website. Okay. Do you, next station, bye, son. Have a good day. Thank you for stopping in. Abstract, do you need to be, when you do StreamYard, do you do it from your laptop? I need to go get me a new laptop. You doing it from your laptop or the desktop? We can do a StreamYard. Let me look into StreamYard. StreamYard, you know. Okay, yes, laptop is good. People use their phone all the time. Yeah, I be getting frustrated with my phone. And you know what? I don't know what it is with my iPad. I noticed the other day, every time I was trying to make a video, like some of my videos that I record on my iPad have sound, and then some of them don't have sound. And I don't know what that's about. So I was getting irritated with that because I was like, why? Like I was literally doing a video to upload it, hoping that the sound was there. And then when I went back to look at it, it had no sound. Like I'm just sitting there talking, you can't hear nothing. I was like, I did this whole video and I can't even hear it. I was so irritated. So that's why I'm working on, I've decided I'm not going to even try to get my laptop fixed. I'm just going to get a new one because it's just like these cell phones. After a while, it's just worth upgrading. It's not even worth trying to... We ain't about to make no space. We ain't about to do none of that. We just gonna get a new one from a... Okay, someone else can handle the slideshows and the music and the graphics as you desire. Oh, okay. So I could be on my iPad. Okay. Look, you got me. I'm gonna look into that. Okay, that sounds fun. That would be fun, though, to have a panel. That would be really fun. Yeah, we had a nice little conversation, though. It was really nice chit-chatting with everybody. Lavique out there working. If you have Verizon at home, they will fix it and cover it. If not, it's not fixed. But yeah, I don't have Verizon. I used to have Verizon back in the day, and then when their prices kept going up, I was like, screwed. Nope, can't do it. So now I got T-Mobile, and that's just for my cell phone, and then I have Xfinity for my internet. And I'm glad I didn't switch over to AT&T for the internet because everybody I know that have AT&T have a lot of issues and they stuff be crashing. And I was like, honey, for people that work from home, that is terrible because you're going to get fired. Your internet just constantly crashing. Like, that's not good at all. So I'm glad I didn't switch to AT&T for my internet. So that's what I have. But yeah, I'm just going to go buy me a new laptop. Hopefully within the next week or so, I'll be able to go pick that up. All day, 9 to 5. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that, Lavique. You getting it in on your off day. What's the name of the live so I can listen and replay? Did I even name the live? I think it was Dating After 50. I think I did name it Dating After 50. What did I title it? Yeah, I think I put Dating After 50. Yeah, Lavique, you have a good day. You be careful out there. Look, the snow is melting, but we still got some ice patches out there. So you be safe. And I will be back on you guys in a little while after I eat lunch and things. And just to chat, if nothing else, just to chat. I'll be sitting here working on my diamond painting today. So I can chat and do my craft at the same time. But yes, when the weather gets nice, you guys, we're going to go outside. I'm going to take y'all outside around my city. And y'all can see, like, some of the scenery. Because, like I said, downtown, our Riverwalk is really, really nice. Thank you, Liddy. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Yes, Lavique, you have to enjoy the Riverwalk. Look, we might bump into each other at the Riverwalk. You going to know me because if my shoulders is out, that sun is on there. But yes, you got to enjoy the Riverwalk. It's really, really nice, especially in the summertime, spring, summer. And like I said, even in the fall, it's just right now it's so cold. But you still got people that's down there walking in the cold along the water, but it's too cold for me. But yes, they have jazz on the river. Yes, and your girl liked to be at all the it used to be called Shane Park, but they renamed it the Aretha Amphitheater. So I love to be down there at the concerts off the water. So yeah, it'd be a whole vibe. It's a whole situation. Your girl gonna have to get her a camera, cause look, I don't have time for iPhone and storage to be running out. I'm either gonna get me a second phone, or I'll probably just get me a camera so that I can, like, that will probably be the only time that I record or like stream, sort of say, is when I'm like at stuff like that to share it with the people. But yep. But it'll be nice. It'll be really nice to be outside. I like outside. I used to didn't like to be outside. That was all something I had to get with the, because I used to like to want to be in the house all the time. I was a homebody, just not wanting to be around the people and the crowds. But I still don't like real big crowds, but now I like to get out. I be in concerts is my thing, especially in the summertime. I love a good concert. And I looked at the lineup. So this summer, it's a nice little lineup. A simple digital camera. You know what? I looked at a Sony the other day, and I was like, okay, it's not a DJI, but okay, it's a Sony, and I was like, it's pretty simple. And like I said, I'm not a vlogger, so I don't need to spend a lot of money on a camera. So something simple would be nice. So, yep, I'm going to look at that when I'm at Best Buy. I think I picked out the laptop I want, but I just want to go back and, like, talk to them about all the things I'm going to be doing on my laptop just to make sure I'm getting the right, computer. But, yeah. Yeah. See, Lavique, that's me. I'm a homebody. I'm very introverted, but I'm an introvert that I just like what I like. Like, I like a good concert. Like when I go out, it's everything I do is with intention. Like I'm not getting up, getting dressed to come sit on your couch. Like I'm not doing that. I can stay at home for that. But if I get up and get dressed, I want to be going somewhere. Like I like to go to dinner, and I don't always have to go out to eat. Sometimes I'll go somewhere just to sit at the bar of the restaurant because I like the atmosphere of the restaurant. I'm not necessarily hungry. I just like the restaurant. Ooh, Abstract says she is ambivert, neurodivergent, introverted, all the above. Wow. Okay, look at you. You know what? You are just a vibe. I love it. You are just a whole vibe. But yeah, I like to be sitting, if the ambiance is nice, I like to go sit somewhere. I like being by the water. Like, I like a good picnic at the park. I done had many picnics by myself downtown at the Riverwalk. Like, I love to just go get me a little spot under a tree and have my stuff and just chill. Coffee shops, yep, all those things. I love doing that type of stuff. But like now, either the people that I will want to do the things with, they just not interested. So you have to learn how to do those things by yourself. And I'm okay with that. I love doing it. So I'm going to do it alone. I'm going to do it scared. And I'm going to do it by myself. I'm just going to do it. Yeah. So I've learned to not sit around waiting for other people because I spent a lot of time doing that. Waiting. Oh, I'm going to wait and see if someone will take me to the concert. Nah, girl, I'll be on Ticketmaster in a minute or go to the venue and buy a ticket in a minute. And if my mama not going with me, then I'll go by myself. I will do some things by myself. I've learned to do that. And I enjoy. Because if you sit around and keep waiting for somebody, you ain't going to never have no fun. Because people will have you waiting. Just sitting there twiddling your thumbs. So, nope, I'm not doing that. But yeah, if you can, Abstract, come back later. I would love for you to come back and chat with us later on. I'm going to go surprise my baby girl with some lunch. And yeah, I hope everybody have a great Monday. Thank you all for stopping in. What time is it where you are? It is almost 1 o'clock here. So I'm going to try to come back around 3. Like probably around 3. Yeah, you got to. You got to go by yourself. You got to. And I used to didn't want to do stuff alone. But now, I don't have no problem with it. I go out to eat by myself. I go to the movies by myself and I'll sit way at the top in the back because I like to sit way in the top in the back. Yep, it's almost 1 here too, so we're on the same time. Yep, but yeah, if you guys are able, come back, check your girl out, come chat with me later. I hope everybody have a great day. Thank you so much, you guys, for hanging out with me. I truly, truly appreciate each and every one of y'all. Have a great day. Bye.